Hey, good morning, everybody.
What's up, Riz?
Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Hello.
Howdy.
Hello.
Oh, energy up.
It really is up today.
Good.
Got a short week.
Hell yeah. I woke up this
Hell
morning
yeah.
and I was like, dude,
You ready to
3-day
go?
work week, let's go. New lease on life this week.
Well,
like it.
I woke up this morning and went, I should have taken Wednesday off.
What? No.
Wait, you still can.
There's still
Nah,
time.
It's not, no.
Quick, hit the lights.
No.
There's still time.
No, we got to play this out. No, is anybody going to work on Wednesday, or is it,
I might.
or is this a throwaway?
Let's
No,
just
you're all
half-ass it
coming
on
in.
Let's come in with our pajamas on Wednesday.
No.
Have a pajama party.
Oh, man.
Half-ass.
I'm sure I still got that onesie. We all had onesies for the New Year's thing a couple years ago. Right? Didn't I have a unicorn one
How
or something?
cute would that be?
We could all come in pajamas.
A Wednesday? Oh, a onesie.
Onesie, yeah.
I was like, what are you saying?
What did I say?
I thought you said a Wednesday. I go, what is that
Wednesday,
new word?
Wednesday.
No,
What is
that would
new
be a
word?
great work
Wednesday,
week.
Wednesday.
What is that new word?
Wednesday.
Casual Friday is replaced by Onesie Wednesday. Thanks,
we have
Kinsey.
onesies? We bought onesies for something?
Yeah, we had a New Year's that was
The pajama party.
the pajama party.
Oh, yeah,
And-
I was Hugh Hefner.
Oh, yeah, you had a smoking jacket. I was in
I had
a
a smoking jacket.
unicorn onesie.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was a good
Yeah,
one.
everybody show up to work on Wednesday with what they wear to bed.
Okay. I'll look like Adam Sandler.
I'm not going to have pants on.
Yeah,
I'll be
neither
in.
will I.
Yeah.
I'll be in tighty whities.
What's up with dudes Winnie the Pooh in it? My husband does that too, where he'll just be in bed with just a t-shirt on, and I wake up and I'm like, what's going on?
Wait, t-shirt, no undies?
No pants at all. Yeah.
Nice.
This is the cool look.
Wait, no underwear?
Yeah.
I can't hang like that anymore.
No.
Really?
Can.
I mean,
Oh, well, I just outed Tim. He's Winnie the Pooh.
can't hang.
Well, first of all, it's painful because things, like
Are hanging.
slash and droop and
No,
do
I
all
don't
the
know.
do all the things.
They
and,
slash and droop?
Well, yeah, they try to hide.
What kind of balls do you have?
It's like a hurricane down there.
You know exactly.
Sloshing and
They're,
drooping.
they're down to my knees.
I know the droop, but not the sloshing.
Yeah, that's you know exactly what they are.
Nah, if you're sitting, you may be dipping.
Yeah.
You may be dipping.
I
Squatting,
need-
you're popping.
Old man needs support over here, man. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, man.
It'll be just tidy whities for me.
I do feel for you guys. Like, I'm glad that I don't have a ball sack because, like, I would just be sitting on them all the time. There's just no way around it,
It
right?
happens.
And that sucks.
It's
There's a point in every man's life where his balls hit the bar stool before his ass does, and it's a real turning point in your life.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I'm sure.
Yeah, listen, it all has to do with, humidity, barometric pressure.
Winter penis.
High quality underwear.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Changes
factors that come into how they hang. And if you sit the wrong way, that is a nightmare.
Squish City, USA.
You know it. And you know it immediately.
Yeah. Can you burst a ball?
Oh, sure.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That is terrifying, dude. It's just like two little bombs down there at all times.
Oh, and they can twist too, and you don't
Oh,
even,
they
you don't
can
even have to
twerk.
do anything special to
do you
twist
mean?
them. They put you in the hospital.
Oh, your left will be on your right, and your right will be on your left. I mean, that'll send you to the
yeah. They,
hospital.
they can also spin, and you can mess the whole thing up. I had a buddy in high school.
I had it. Testicular torsion.
Yeah.
Not fun.
He was in the hospital for a while because it was bad news.
Yeah, it'll cut the blood, like the blood supply off, right?
I got hit in the nuts in a high school football game I tried to go Barry Sanders and was not Barry Sanders, and the guy put his helmet right in my crotch.
Ooh.
And then when I fell like legs open, and the entire defense piled onto my own testicles. And I played the rest of the game, and I woke up the next day and dude, it was crazy. Because I went to pee in the morning, and I was like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's the only time I ever saw my dad's knees buckle. Because I had to go to my dad and be like, hey, man, this is going to sound weird, but I got to show you.
Something's
my
not
balls.
right.
Take a look at this.
And he goes, it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Just come on. So we went in my mom and dad's bedroom, and I remember because I stayed all night at a friend's house, and I woke up, I was like, dude, I gotta go. I'm like, something's up. It was like the size of a softball and black as that cabinet behind you. And I showed it to my dad, and he just goes, huh. His knees buckled, and he fell back on his own bed. When he fell backwards onto his own bed, like, oh. Get in the car. And then we went to I got lucky because they were like...
Right to the ER.
Yeah, they prepped me for surgery.
Whoa.
And then the doctor, the urologist was like, sometimes they come untwisted on their own.
Yeah,
Jump up and down.
They let you. They give you some painkillers and let you sit there for a while, see if it
Yeah.
Oh,
See if
really?
it fixes itself. Yeah.
Mine did.
They don't
but
make you jump up and down like, all right, let's see if
All
you
right,
get these
jumping
bad
jacks.
boys twisted.
They give you a hula hoop.
Twisted the right way.
Like,
Okay,
all right,
how
it's
painful?
twisted to the right, so you got a hula hoop to the left and see if we can get some gyration going. I was lucky in that aspect, but man, it was brutal. I had to wear like a nut sling, I guess. I don't know what you would call it, but it was just like a jock strap that basically
Kept the boys in place.
yeah, for about a week. It was brutal.
And you had to miss football practice.
I did. I played in the next game, but man, I was hurting that week. And it was like
You have to tell your friends, like, boy, hey, I
I'll
can't
be
practice.
honest,
Yeah,
dude.
dude hit me with his helmet. and
I
now
still
I'm
get a
out.
little bit of ghost pain in that nut every once in a while.
Yeah?
Yeah, there'll be days where I'm like, ooh, she's
Yeah, you never forget.
Righty's tender today.
Like, that's a pain I guess that will never
dude.
go away.
Never.
Body keeps the score. Wow.
True that.
Like, I have,
Body
I had
makes a
shingles.
promise.
I had shingles.
You did?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
And every once in a while, if somebody, like, brings up shingles, I could still, like, woo, man.
The shingle virus lives
I get
inside
like
of you.
I get like a tingle, like, woo.
What did that
Yeah,
feel like?
it's a,
It
it's a,
sucked.
Shingle tingle.
it's a bag of
The
hazards.
old
down
shingle
there.
tingle.
Anything can happen at any given time.
Yeah.
It's a bag of
Feel
hazards.
for y'all. That sucks.
Everybody's got their thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, women have their things.
Yeah,
Guys have
ovaries.
their things.
Yeah, apparently there's ovary contortion that can happen. I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that would work.
Contortion.
Isn't like
An
when,
ovary folds itself up in Vegas and gets in a small box.
you Siegfried and Roy opening up? Yeah, I guess. I mean, aren't ovaries just balls? Like before we,
Yeah.
chromosomally become.
Ours are just undaries, really.
Yeah, they're undaries.
Yeah, yours are
the
ovaries. Ours are undaries.
That's right.
Just be careful out there, guys.
Be
That's it.
careful out. Happy holidays.
Hey, guys.
If you're going to take anything away from this conversation, just be careful.
Be careful how you sit down.
This Thanksgiving holiday, avoid testicular torsion.
Yeah.
Or don't. Just
Love the Riz Show.
Uh-huh.
Doody, doody.
Oh, you want the you
Yeah,
want the
give it to
music.
me.
yeah. The more you know, man.
Say it again.
A message from the Riz Show this holiday season. This Thanksgiving, avoid testicular torsion.
Good.
All right, see you guys tomorrow.
All right. Our work here is done. Good weekends. Everybody enjoy themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, watch Long Legs. That Nick
What'd
Cage
you think?
movie.
Was that good?
It was really good. I liked it a lot.
I liked it too.
It was scary. It was Friday night. I watched it, and I had to go into my pantry and get some chocolate caramels because I'm fat ass. And I walked in there. I go and I like ran back into the room. That's how you know the movie was good because I could see like Nick Cage's long legs, pale looking ass like on my deck looking at me. I'm like, oh my god!
You and Tim watch it?
Yeah, we watched it.
I had some issues with the ending, but other than that.
Yeah, the ending
Oh,
was.
did you watch it this weekend too?
No, I saw it a while back.
I could finally rent it on Amazon Prime because it was on sale
Damn,
for
that's how the Illinois came
$5.99.
out for a second.
$5.99.
My husband only allows me to rent movies when they're under $8. I hate my life.
Cheap asses.
It'll be $2.99 in a week, baby. Just wait.
I know,
Just wait.
for
Read the
real.
review.
$8.99 too much.
Too much.
Just
$5.99.
like-
But if you go out one Friday night, that's for the price of a drink.
Yes, welcome to my argument.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trust, Tim's in hell.
It's fine. It's
Well,
fine.
He was funny in it, though, also.
Nick
Yeah.
Cage.
Like, there were times that he's so over the top.
Mommy!
He's still Nick Cage. Mommy! Daddy! We're just like, Nick Cage can't hide behind the prosthetics because Nick comes out.
Yeah.
Is he the bad guy? Is he like
He's the bad guy. in
Yeah,
it.
you find that out early on. It's not like we're
Yeah.
rooting anything.
No, everybody knows.
I mean, I heard
everybody
of this
knows. He
movie.
was
What's
up for
the
an award for
tomatoes on it? Give me the rotten tomatoes on it. I'm never
What song
gonna see,
does
I'm
he
never
sing?
going to see this thing.
Oh, I don't remember.
All right, the tomatoes on long
I'm never
legs.
going to see it. So it don't matter.
Tomatoes say
There's a man coming.
popcorn meter. That is the that's the fans.
Popcorn is the fans.
Okay, fans 61%.
Okay, critics.
86%.
Oh, wow. All right. So critically acclaimed.
There we go.
Well, see if you can find Nick Cage, Mommy Daddy
And play
clip
it.
from Long Legs. It's worth the play if you can find it.
Nick Cage, Mommy Daddy.
Mommy! Daddy!
And by the way, after he does that, I go, dude, been there. Like
Yeah.
everybody's been there in their car when you're driving and you're just screaming about something, holding on for dear life.
Oh, is that what that's from? Him screaming in the car?
Yeah.
There's like a meme of it. I don't think we're ruining anything for anybody.
No, I really don't know much about this movie.
It's like Silence of the Lambs 2024.
but not as good.
Not as good, for sure.
No.
But kind of interesting. A different take.
Different take. Definitely not as good.
See, if your weekend was like packed full of stuff, it feels like maybe you didn't even have a weekend. Maybe this weekend you were doing holiday shopping, making sure you had enough food for Thanksgiving. Got people coming over, kids events, social events. You're like, did I even get a chance to do anything for me?
That's how you feel?
According to a happiness expert, which I'm training to be, you may need to get into the mindset of treating your weekends like a vacation. So this happiness researcher, I don't know if this is, total BS or not, but she wrote a book called Happier Hour, How to Beat Distraction, Expand Your Time, and Focus on What Matters Most. And she ran a study where hundreds of people were told to treat their 2 days off like a mini vacation instead of a weekend. And just thinking about it that way made a difference. Mm-hmm. People slept in a little longer, had more fun, didn't worry about knocking everything off their to-do list, and just felt more in the moment. Now, it might mean you'll have to spend more time, knocking these chores out on the weekdays, but she says it's worth having those extra days where you truly get to relax and kick back. Because this past weekend could have been it. This past weekend could have been the weekend, the last weekend of the year, that you really have to do nothing.
You think?
Yeah, because this weekend you got all the holiday stuff.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you're really into the holidays. And this past weekend, if you didn't really take some time for yourself, you blew it.
Yeah, we celebrated with Tim's family this weekend. We went to Alba, Missouri, and did like a kind of half-assed Thanksgiving with his family. So, it's already began. And I'm sure. And you know what? Traffic was insane on Sunday. Yes.
Oh, I bet.
So it's already begun. They're saying it's going to be record-breaking this week.
Yeah, as far as people moving from here to there.
It was wild yesterday on the roads. On
44 on Sunday ain't never good. Because it's always.
Coming which way?
Geez, coming back into Missouri. Probably both ways, but definitely coming back to St. Louis on 44. Because you always get caught in Sunday drivers passing a semi at 1/2 of 1 mile per hour faster than the semi's going. It takes an old lady.
Yeah.
And once traffic gets backed up on there, you cannot use cruise control.
No.
You're riding the brake the whole day. It sucks.
Have they finished the project in Raleigh yet?
I don't know.
Because that's a mess, man.
That area wasn't as crazy, or at least that's what we weren't focused on. Honestly, there were so many semis on Sunday. I think they're trying to get work in, so they were hustling.
Well, if your life is too busy to take 2 days completely off, this woman suggests maybe easing into it and just giving yourself one vacation day a weekend. Take Saturday off and cram all the chores and errands into Sunday. She also says it's not something you should try to do every weekend. It works best if you do it occasionally, after a really tough week. So maybe start treating your weekends like a mini vacation. I don't know, whatever helps. Is this a scene, Moon?
Yeah, I guess you're going to visit mommy and daddy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go. From the movie Longlegs.
We've all been here, dude.
What is that? That's Nick Cage?
That was the song he was.
Oh, can you
Not
go
one time.
Can you go back to that? I need to hear that again.
I'm ready to see the movie now.
This sells it.
me every
Can't wait until the
Is that a song?
No, I don't know what the hell that
It
is.
should be
but
a song.
I'm
It sounds like lyrics.
from the hell of living. Oh, no, yeah.
That's
Sold.
Nick Cage at
he
his
sings
cagiest.
Yeah. He
And
sings a song.
$8 I can rent this?
Yeah.
Now-
you
well,
can come
now
over.
you-
I still got the rental for
$5.99, right? $5.99?
Yeah, $5.99.
Tim approved.
Tim
What
approved.
a
Amazon
Cheap ass Tim
Prime.
approved.
What a bar.
I'm not allowed to see new releases at home until 3 months later.
All right.
So
Poor thing.
I know.
Oh, you want to hear somebody more audio? And Rafe sent me this over the weekend.
Oh, dude.
This is
Out of control.
we definitely have a mental health crisis in this country.
Yeah,
We do.
for sure.
We do. Now that we all have cameras at the ready at all times, it's really coming. It's really coming to focus. Like, there are some people out there that need some serious help. So here's a story of a 71-year-old woman who, I guess, somebody hit into her. Somebody crashed into her car, and the woman tried to drive off. Well, the 71-year-old woman caught up with the driver, and the driver is a 20-something, would you say?
Yeah. Probably
She's a-
early to mid-20s.
Early to mid-20s. I saw maybe 24 years old. It looks about right, 24.
She did hit her. She did run. The lady caught up with her. Still didn't call the cops. Was just like, hey, that's not cool. Give me your insurance.
Give me your insurance information. And here is the 24-year-old, or so they say online. Here's her reaction to being caught after the hit and run.
You're not hurt.
No, but we're broke!
What?
We're broke and we can't afford iron!
It's not my problem.
Why can't you have a heart? Have a heart! Please!
No.
You! Piece of shit! I wouldn't give a shit if anybody did that to me! Oh no, the car's bruised!
Oh, no, the car's bruised.
This is while she's like pilfering through her glove box,
Looking
yelling
for
at the lady.
stuff. She's rolling around on the ground.
Oh no.
This is
She
from
is?
Long Legs
Yeah.
as well.
No, this is not a movie. This is real life.
Mommy,
Dude, I had something similar. I
Daddy,
got hit in the back.
insure me.
And it
It gets
was
worse, by the way.
It was like this gnarly whip hit. And the car went flying around me. And I was like, no.
Not today.
Followed this car, and it was swerving all over the place and then dipped in the neighborhood real quick. And I mean, I was not more than a couple dozen yards behind it. And somehow this gal parked, got out, and was in the house. And I was trying to get across the yard to get to the door before it closed. And as it closes, it opens and a dad pops out. And this is 6:45 in the morning or 7 in the
Right.
morning. And this guy pulls out, and he pops out and he goes, "Hey man, hey, what happened? What happened?" Like
So
he
it
knew
was
I
a-
was coming.
Right. So it was a kid.
It was a drunk, pilled up gal who had been out all night.
Right.
And the dad knew that his daughter was just screwed.
A wreck.
And this, I don't know if it happened before or if she had quickly called him and was like, "I'm going to be
get
home in
something
80
again."
seconds." Yeah. But he came out and was like,
yeah. Runs into the house, help me down, I hit somebody,
yeah,
take care of this.
yeah, I
for
hit
me.
somebody, and thankfully he came out and was like, "Hey man, I'm so sorry. We'll fix
Don't call
this.
the cops."
Do not call the cops.
Yeah.
Do not call the cops." And it was one of those ooh,
What would you do?
yeah. You tell me, what would you do?
Oh, how much does he want to pay you?
Was the dad John Quiones?
To be honest,
Yeah.
And it hurt, dude. It hurt.
I get that.
I'd never been hit in the back like that.
So you got hurt. I mean, so she
It
rear-ended you.
It physically hurt. Now this is in one of those Saturns. Remember the Saturn? I forget what to call it. I don't even know if it had. It was just a Saturn. I don't even know if the car had a name.
Yeah, they
Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's just a Saturn.
It had the rubber bumpers.
I see it.
And
in my
yeah,
mind.
you know what I'm talking about. They made it in a dark green and in a gray, and everybody had one, or everybody's family had one of them at some point. It was one of those.
Was it an Accord?
No, that's a Honda, man. This was
this was a
Saturn? Was it
So this
own
was a
thing,
Saturn.
dude.
No, I know.
But I'm telling you, I don't know if it had a car name. Anyways, it was a Saturn, and the guy came out and we looked at it. And, I hadn't seen the bumper yet.
Right.
We looked at it together and nothing, like a scuff. But so they
Yeah, but
must have
you
hit
were
us and it
hurt.
bounced out. I wasn't hurt. I mean, I could have been hurt as far as injury
I don't
lawyer
know. I'm
goes.
gonna-
But
I would say, how much is it going to cost for me not to call the cops?
I wasn't that quick thinking. I was 21.
I know. And you're in the moment. You got your adrenaline going. You're like, what the hell just happened? This chick just ran inside. Her dad's out now.
Yeah, my girlfriend at the time was in the car, and she freaked.
What if he's relieved because he's like, oh, is that all? Usually she's robbed somebody. At this
Right.
point. I'm used to meeting guys at the door with the gun because.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this story here, so what wound up happening, by the way? So did you give any money?
We did not call the cops. We did not get any money. We didn't do anything.
Nothing.
Oh,
So she
wow.
got away with it.
She got away with it.
Oh,
Now,
bad guy won.
Now, here's what happened.
Well, she's Secretary of State now.
On the way, while I was following, because I didn't know how long this chase was going to go, while I was following, the girlfriend did call the cops and say, hey, we just got hit by this Chevy Cruze or whatever the heck it was, a Cobalt or something. And we're trying to get a license plate. So I don't know if she gave the license plate over, but she did call the cops before we got to the house. I don't remember what information, and we definitely didn't give like the address or anything. But the cops did know that, hey,
I
somebody
think
hit
I'm
and run.
calling the cops.
But I bet you what the cops did was, okay, well, thanks. Took notes
Right.
and hung up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
what
they
are
didn't
they
get a
gonna do?
statement from you or anything?
We never saw the
Oh,
cops.
so she got off scot-free.
That's what I'm saying. She called the cops. The
I think I'm
girlfriend
calling
called the cops
Hit and run is
in
no
the
bueno.
car
Yeah, you
on
gotta
the way.
report it.
Hit and run.
I'm sure they did nothing. It was a note
Hit
that
and
was
run's
written.
not a joke.
No.
But yeah, it was a bummer.
I understand. Like, let's not get insurance involved. I get that part of it. People get dropped from insurance all the time. Premiums go up. Fine. But the hit and run part, no thanks. No,
It was like a thing where it was like
that's
it was a highway side road. So it was like an outer road, and it had a stoplight. And we had just stopped at the stoplight, and we had just started going. So we were maybe going 5 miles an hour, and she just crushed us at 40.
Gosh.
And I mean, it was like pinball. We went boom, like,
ding.
shoved forward, and then
Well-
she sped around us.
this woman here. She's freaking out. So she's in her mid-20s.
Oh, this goes on, yeah.
Oh, it's. Oh, wait.
Why can't you have a heart? Have a fucking heart!
Why can't you have a heart? So now she's trying to turn it around on the 71-year-old woman who she hit.
Right.
While
Who-
calling
right.
her names.
While calling her names and rolling around on the ground.
She sounds like a child having a tantrum at like Chuck E. Cheese.
So she looked like in
Yeah.
the video, too.
No. You! Piece of fucking shit! I wouldn't give a shit if anybody did that to me! Oh no, the car's bruised! Who cares?
That's my favorite part coming up.
Cosmetic bullshit!
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Is that
I bet the parents are.
Thrilled that this is out there.
I just bet the parents are class X.
do you think the
Her
screaming?
parents?
Yeah, dude.
Do you think the screaming is just trying to get that lady to leave? Where she's like, I don't even want to mess
No,
with
this is not. There's no thought going into this.
Oh yeah, there is. I think Scott's right. I think this is the possum thing.
No.
Possums play dead. Other things squeal or emit ink or
Her
something.
rationality is so gone. She goes on to not
This
wanna
is
give
just. This is. I don't know how to handle the situation, so I'm going to scream and yell
Yep.
and roll around like a toddler.
If anybody did that to me, oh no, the car's bruised! Who cares? It's cosmetic bullshit!
You know what that scream reminds me of?
Your children when they were little?
When they were little? No, you remember the show Intervention where the guy cries?
The auto-tune guy?
The auto-tune guy. Moon, if you would,
Yeah.
play the Intervention guy. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
I still love you.
Right. Yeah.
Let's play them at the same time.
Ready? 3, 2.
Wait, let me get to it.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Cry off. Let's go.
We need the auto-tune one. The duet we didn't know
works.
we needed.
That works.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Dang,
everybody.
I like
That's
that.
good.
Yeah, and she continues.
Why are you so heartless?
Why are you so heartless?
Why are you so fucking heartless?
Excuse me.
You're heartless!
Excuse me.
But can I see your driver's license?
Why do you need? You don't need my name. I know you don't need my license.
Yes, I do.
No, you do
I
not.
can turn it into my insurance. I sure do.
You just need my insurance.
No, I need to see
No,
my
you
driver's
do
license.
not.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
This woman is
You
so
ran into me. I didn't
You
run
don't
into
need
you.
my ID.
I do.
No, you do not. You do
Yes,
not.
I do.
No, you don't.
Okay.
You do not need to know
will
where
send
I
you a police
live.
report.
For what?
Where you live is on here.
Yeah. Fine. Thank you.
Okay.
wow.
Golly.
End of
Pleasant.
transmission.
And the lady was being pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Well,
Chill.
yeah,
That's
it's-
a woman that's just like, hey, I lived through the 60s, baby girl. Like, this is all you got to do. Just give me your information. We'll get it worked out. I'll call your insurance. This girl just could not handle anything that was happening to her.
You just let her just peter out. Eventually she'll take a nap.
Yeah.
That's what you do with a toddler. Eventually they'll just, keep crying, keep crying, keep crying.
What was going on with this young girl? I mean, that's wild.
I think she's playing possum.
Yep.
I think she's doing the tonic immobility, but in the
Reverse.
in the scream fashion, just like do something that most human beings are not going to endure, not going to want to endure, but this gal was just played the
Wrong lady.
Marcus Aurelius, and I'll just sit here and let you do your thing.
Yeah, just do
and
your
I'll-
thing.
Go ahead and
Maybe
lose it.
somebody said you should call an ambulance because this woman needs to be taken away.
Yeah, she's making the siren already.
Yeah.
Well, and it's just the way, and dude, she was old enough. If you watch the video, you can't. She's autonomous at this point. I'm like, I'm not putting it all on her parents. Now, it might be a product of helicopter parenting or something like that, but she's old enough that I'm like, you should be able to handle a fender bender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you can't, then to Moon's point, made often, maybe we need to examine whether you should be driving.
Yes.
And you
can't handle what goes with
if you can't
having a license.
Yes.
Sure.
I got it. The scientific term is dematic behavior or startle display. Any pattern of bluffing behavior in an animal that lacks strong defenses, such as displaying conspicuous eye spots or screaming to scare off or momentarily distract a predator.
Having
Yeah, that
your
is
bros,
screaming to scare off a predator. That's what it
Dematic
is.
behavior.
having your bros hold you back at a bar.
Well, yeah, this
Yeah,
is
exactly.
this is the result of her hitting and running, and
Yeah.
the woman chasing her down.
She had flight and fight.
Yeah.
She had both.
I don't know. That had me going this weekend.
Oh man, when I saw it, I was like, this, and it doesn't feel like clickbait. Like when you watch it, it feels very real.
I don't think that's acting.
It's not acting. Like this girl was losing her mind.
Yeah.
I'm on her side, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There are people who were.
That's right.
That's what's screwed up, dude. I read the comments on Twitter, which is a cesspool. by
Oh,
the way.
what were the comments?
Just there were like some Gen Zers coming in and being like, "This is how hard it is
What?
for us. She's broke.
I saw that.
Well, yeah.
Can you
She's
see
broke.
she's broke?
This is how hard it is." And I'm like,
Can't you see? She
"Yeah,
says she's
man,
broke.
I feel you, but
That's why
she's-
That has nothing. It's not an excuse for this behavior.
you need to drive better.
She already ran from an accident she caused. I'm not going to take her word for it that she's broke or that
finan-
she's
yeah,
this or
for-
that. I'm not going to say.
man.
I'm not going to assume she's the honest one in the scenario.
yeah. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Twitter's a weird place right now, too. By the way,
Twitter.
I noticed that this weekend.
Oh yeah, dude.
I took a screen grab. Like I scrolled through, and I was like, man, in 25 posts, 15 of them were Elon Musk. And I'm just like, this point, it's just become a billboard for Elon's thoughts. I don't follow him. And I was like scrolling through Twitter, and I'm like, Elon Musk, one post, two Elon Musks, add Elon Musk, one
It's his
post.
sandbox.
It is. It really has become his like personal sandbox.
It's his sandbox, and he gets to play in it whenever he wants to.
And he's definitely getting like,
Yeah.
it's going out to everybody. It's crazy.
Well, listen, I saw that. This story here, the one that you sent me of this woman acting like she did. Another, and this is a local story that's really making the national rounds. And talk about bad decision making. Headline: out of O'Fallon. A guy stole a shopping cart full of Red Bull and got into a high-speed chase.
Well, I would expect nothing less. It's not going to be a slow
This
speed
is a
chase.
wild story, and I cannot believe I didn't report on this on Friday. Somehow I missed this. 33-year-old guy, Anthony Simpson. He's in some pretty big trouble. And this is from KMOV, a St. Louis man who police saw walking to his car with about $500 worth of allegedly stolen Red Bull energy drinks, led officers on a pursuit where speeds topped 120 miles an hour on Thursday in St. Charles County. St. Charles County prosecutors have charged 33-year-old Anthony Simpson, which, take a look at his mugshot.
Anthony Simpson.
Simpson.
Anthony
I
C.
stick by
Simpson.
my story.
Just look up Red Bull. Anthony Simpson.
Anthony.
It's
Man
very
charged.
blurry.
Let me see if I've met this guy at Helen's.
There we go.
Whoa, no, I have not.
I mean, he does look tired.
There we go.
He needs it.
There he is. According to O'Fallon police, officers were looking for Anthony on active warrants and were familiar with his prior stealing patterns, which apparently consisted of stealing Red Bull from local supermarkets. This was his thing. Anthony, known for his pilfering of Red Bull from local supermarkets. Police say...
Isn't it wild to find out what people go for when you've decided to cross the rocks and cross the line and
Yep.
shoplift and steal? Like, okay, listen, that's it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to steal. I'm going to steal.
What are you
Oh,
gonna
what is
steal?
it going to steal?
What's
You're going
gonna
to
be
steal
your
money?
thing,
You're going to steal
Moon?
TVs? You're going to
What's
steal
gonna be your
something
thing?
of value, easy resale? No,
If you're
I'm
going to be a known thief, what's it going to be?
no, I'm going for high margin energy beverages.
I mean, unless he's selling these on the side.
I mean, honestly, if it was 2009 again, I'd probably be stealing a big old cart full of sugar-free Red Bull for sure. Man, I was sucking those things down,
But
working
he-
3 jobs.
But he's known for doing this.
Oh, okay.
Like, he is known specifically for stealing Red Bull from Deerbergs and from Schnucks. So police said he has been previously convicted of stealing 3 other times. It should be noted that within the last 30 days, he would go to Schnucks and Deerbergs and steal Red Bulls throughout the St. Louis region. On Thursday, officers identified him walking to his car with a loaded shopping cart full of Red Bull at the Schnucks at Dardian Crossing in O'Fallon. Police say he passed all points of sale with a cart of energy drinks valued at $500. Police activated the lights and sirens, drove to the suspect's vehicle to arrest him on suspicion of theft and active warrants. He took off, nearly crashing into a police cruiser and a sedan entering the parking lot. He then led police on a pursuit onto Highway 364. Chase got up to 120 miles an hour
Jeez.
as he weaved in and out of traffic and drove on the shoulder of the highway. At the intersection of 364 and Motherhead Road, which is where?
Oh, I think that's out of, isn't that past O'Fallon or something?
I don't know where Motherhead Road is.
I think that's, maybe that's even further. It's over by
364
40.
in Motherhead. He lost control, crashed into a concrete barrier, refused to get out of the car until police fired pepper balls at him. Oof. The statement reads from the police, all resistance then ceased. Pepper balls
Pepper
Fired
balls.
vodka balls at him and get a
or fireballs.
Tito balls, yeah.
So, all joking aside, is he in jail right now?
Yes, he is in St. Charles County Jail on a $50,000 cash,
And if he's
$50,000
smart-
cash only
No,
bond.
you know what he's doing right now?
What?
He is freaking in pain. This dude is in
In
pain.
withdrawal, like
He
withdrawals
is
of
in
that?
full withdrawals. This is the best thing to ever happen to him because I've
Red
never
Bull withdrawal?
I've never seen a more acute case of this guy has to be addicted. So addicted where he's getting these things that are just like, I mean, it probably saved his life. This is saving his life. This kid's heart was going to explode.
Is Red Bull the next fentanyl?
Well, I'm just saying, dude,
the
if you're
gateway drug.
this addicted where you're stealing
Well,
You know what? Actually, no. Monster is. Okay. I love Red Bull. All right. I wish I could still drink it like I used to. Sugar-free Red Bull, nothing like it. Perfect.
it's the same
You know?
thing, isn't it?
Don't be
With just-
putting that in the same
Well,
category
you're
as
marketing.
fentanyl.
You're assuming that he's taking it to drink it. I mean, he's taking the stuff at $500 worth. I'm thinking he's probably reselling this stuff.
If he's smart,
You
he's
think he's-
retained the services of Sist Carbuncle, food lawyer, who
reselling.
will argue this case like the Twinkie defense. My client is addicted to taurine, Your Honor. He was out of his mind. Temporary
Dude, you're running from
wing
the cops.
insanity. He thought he wanted wings.
Yeah.
120 miles an hour.
See, it's proof that
This
it's
cart
dangerous
has
to drink
wings.
that. It's dangerous to drink it because you might jump out of an airplane. You might do backflips on
Right.
the BMX. This guy's racing down the highway.
Yeah.
It like makes you just
Extreme
do
sports,
things
yeah.
wild.
Gives you wings.
Kept
Leads to
waiting.
extreme sports.
He kept waiting for that ET moment where that cart was going to take off and he was going to fly away from the police.
Yeah. He's endangering the public.
Yeah.
Resisted arrest. I mean, there's a slew of charges. You're
Yeah.
telling me he's willing to do a slew of charges like this for a sack of Red Bull so he could resell it? No way. This dude is addicted for sure. And this is the best thing that happened to him. Right now, he's got a bigger headache than any of us have ever had in our lives.
Yeah, I did a stretch in Pelican Bay. Drugs? No, Red Bull.
I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out. I want a Red Bull.
Gotta have it.
Man, I hope he gets the help he needs.
Yeah,
I
me
hope so,
too.
too. He's
Young guy.
33. He looks younger than 33. He's got a baby face.
Oh, he's 33?
He's
He
33.
kind of has
Oh,
Lloyd
man, I thought he was a
Christmas's
kid.
haircut.
He looks like a kid, right? He's
I
got
thought he
little
was
kid
a
haircut.
kid, yeah.
He
Well,
looks
I
like
guess-
a McLovin.
Yeah, a little bit.
I thought it was.
He looks like a young 33.
I thought he was early 20s.
No, almost a
Yeesh.
teenager. It's the haircut. He's got a little kid haircut.
You should know better, man. What are you doing?
That's what it is. It's a little kid haircut.
Yeah. It's also the expression on his face. In the mugshot.
Yeah, you messed up. You messed up, buddy. And now you're making national news. National news.
So he had done this, what, 3 times before? That they know?
Well, yeah, that cops knew him. Cops already
Wow.
knew, like, this guy,
Familiar with prior stealing patterns.
which allegedly consisted of stealing Red Bull from Deerbergs and Schnooks around the area.
Hey, man, he's a brand guy. He's a brand man.
Brand loyal.
I wonder if they'll sponsor him.
He had
Red
to-
Bull?
He had
Yeah.
to pass the Monster and 5-hour energy and whatever else there is.
You think I'm
Nope.
going to go into a Dollar General and still rip it?
Well, I'm going
I
silver
have
cans
standards,
only.
my man.
Is that the Dollar General version?
The DG version is called Rip It.
Dude, I'll say the most dangerous stuff that they put
It's
out,
like 12 cents a can.
those colored cans, the yellow, the blue, and the red. Have you had those?
No, I don't. I don't, mess with
drink
those.
that crap at all because I hate the taste of the taurine or guarine or whichever one it is. It tastes like a sweet tart.
Yeah.
You know, like a
Oh, I
liquid.
love it.
Ooh, it's bad. It's bad
Ooh,
for me.
it's bad.
I just don't like the flavor. But those flavored ones, the blueberry ones or whatever, those are dangerous. Dangerous. Maybe it was those because they always stack those in the front.
Yeah, I don't mess with the energy drinks. They give me like, I feel like my heart's going to jump out of its chest.
Yeah. Do you
Out of
remember?
my chest,
Do you
its
remember
chest.
in the bar club days, early 2000s, the aughts,
Yeah.
where people were going in and
Red Bull and vodka.
Red Bull and vodka. It's like
That was the
give me
trend.
up, give me down. Mix them together. This is going to be a crazy party, and my body's going to love it. Come 3 a.m. That was
Yeah,
painful.
I mean, I tried. I thought I could be an energy drink guy. Just didn't work out for me.
Oh, dude, I was like
It made me feel like garbage.
over caffeinated in the early aughts. I was working at Casey. I was leaving there. I was going to the old Rock House, working there, and then I was doing my bar gig. And I mean, if it wasn't for 5-hour energy drink and sugar-free Red Bull and that coffee in the morning, like I don't think I would have. I don't know what would have happened. Like I definitely wouldn't have made any money, because you've just been so tired. And a lot of people, that's all they got. They're like, we have to keep going because I have a million things to do, and they have no energy at all.
Maybe he had like 13 jobs. He's got to.
Yeah.
You know where I see a lot
Gotta
of that?
keep up.
Is it Monster that makes a coffee one, like Coffee Monster or something like that?
I think you're right.
There's
yeah.
like a coffee flavored one that comes in a big can, and I see that at every construction site. Every one of my buddies that does construction, or most of them, like because they're early. They're doing road work or something
Yeah.
at 6 a.m. and they got 1 or 2 of those things everywhere. The Coffee Monsters. Is it Monster?
Boy.
Might be
I wanna
Monster.
say
What
it
are
is.
they're new, like, they're like energy seltzers. My daughter says.
Celsius?
Yeah, it's not vodka or anything. No booze.
No, they sell them at the gym.
I thought Celsius was booze.
No, it's not. But there's something in Celsius that they
Man,
always
my
warn you
daughter says
about.
that there's a lot of
Celsius
her
has dangerous stuff
classmates
in it.
in middle school.
Oh,
Are drinking these things all
Celsius
the time.
is an energy drink.
I only drink Fahrenheit, dude.
Celsius, hit ball.
This is America.
Highball.
You could take your metric garbage and get
Yeah,
out of
you
here.
can take your British unit of temperature measurement and
Hey, get
stick
outta
it
here.
up your red coat ass, my man.
Rockstar, I think, also has a coffee one.
Oh yeah. Because we were sponsored by Rockstar. So they would send that stuff.
Yeah, too much, man.
Pallets.
And you know, the kids are addicted to this stuff.
Kids love it.
Again, middle school girls, you know, putting this in their Stanley Cups, drinking this stuff all day.
I started drinking coffee at the age of 6, but that was because I wanted to hang out with my grandma.
You're 5'1".
Yeah, I could have been so much taller, dude. My dad was like over 6 foot.
How many cups of coffee in a can of Red Bull? 3?
I think 2.
2?
Yeah.
For every 1 cup of coffee, it's how much. And,
Remember when they had it on the fountain? It was called Rooster.
You mean caffeine-wise?
Caffeine-wise.
But
Let's
then
pull
you
up.
add the taurine and the guarine
Yeah.
and something else and the green tea and the...
An
It's got ginseng.
8.4 fluid ounce can of Red Bull contains the same amount of caffeine as a cup of homebrewed coffee, which is around 80 milligrams.
Okay, but then you throw in the other stuff.
Yeah, that's just the caffeine.
That's just a little one.
The little tiny can.
Yeah. They used to have at Quick Trips and gas stations. It was called Rooster, and it was like on tap fountain energy drink. And I was like, man, people are getting like 44-ounce cups of that thing. Like construction guys would come in the morning and get like a 44-ounce foam cup full of Rooster. And I'm like, man, that's 10 times the size of a Red Bull can.
The FDA says that we should have no more than 400 milligrams of caffeine per day. So this is the equivalent of 5 cans of Red Bull or 4 cups of coffee.
Boy, Joe says, got y'all beat. When I used to detail cars, I would do 8 of the big Red Bull cans and cocaine all day.
Well,
nice.
You got us beat, pal.
Yeah,
He was doing
the Red
cocaine to
Bull
bring it down.
was, I think the Red Bull was the least of those problems, man.
He was doing the coke to try to come down.
Man.
I can't imagine doing coke and then being like, I need a Red Bull to really set things off.
Right.
Well, maybe to calm down.
What's the other silver one? It's like a chrome looking.
There's one like, it's called C4,
Yeah,
That sounds dangerous.
right?
that's a pre-workout.
C4?
C4 is a pre-workout that transitioned into
Oh,
an energy drink.
Cellucor C4 Ultimate Energy Performance Enhancing Energy Drink.
Well, here's my heart.
Yep. And there you are.
Would you guys try the Bob Ross positive energy drink?
Yes.
All right.
What is that?
In flavors like Ruthless Raspberry,
Yeah, dude.
And
Ruthless
happy little
raspberry.
trees.
Hawaiian Punch Fruit Juicy
Cardiac
Red,
cherry.
Yeah.
Grape Popsicle.
Listen, whatever
Nothing more
gets you
manly.
going.
Orange.
Nothing more manly than drinking Grape Popsicle C4.
Whatever gets you going, guy. And somebody said maybe he was buying it and selling it to bars.
Triple bypass berry.
He's a
Berry-
distributor now? I don't think so.
Berry Power
I'm thinking this
Bomb.
kid had a side hustle. I'm thinking he was side hustling.
He's an entrepreneur.
I'm thinking he was fencing this stuff.
Hey, Jimmy.
What?
You try the new Nectarine Guava Knockout?
Jimmy's dead. His heart
R.I.P.,
exploded.
pal.
R.I.P. Jimmy. A couple school stories for you that I read over the weekend. Headline: Wish I had done better. Yeah, it's going to be a good story when that's the first couple words.
Yes.
Wish I had done better. Colorado school bus driver dismissed after leaving 40 kids at the wrong bus stop in freezing temperatures.
Oh, no.
This isn't the right stop. Yeah, it is.
Everybody out.
Everybody get out.
Everybody out.
Says right here, get out.
This made it a diarrhea issue, probably.
A Colorado school bus driver abandoned 40 elementary school kids at the wrong stop last Monday, leaving them frightened in the cold and dark. The ordeal left young students from Clear Sky Elementary School in Castle Rock distressed, in tears, seeking aid from strangers, said school officials. Castle Rock's about 30 miles south of Denver. I looked it up.
Yeah, you'll handle it.
Yeah, you got to toughen up, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to learn at some point.
How you going to survive out here? This is the real world. I'm just dropping you off at the real world.
Yeah, that's it.
Dude, if
Next stop, the real world. Get out and walk home.
I got, my phone was listening, I guess, when we were watching the Lord of the Rings stuff, and we're watching Rings of Power now, and I saw there was a meme going around of, Gandalf in the snowy mountains, and it's all crazy. And they said, what is this? And he said, this is the path that our parents took to school. Maybe that's what he wanted. He just wanted these kids to experience what they had to experience. This is in Colorado.
Well, nowadays, these kids are soft. These school bus stops are right in front of these kids' houses.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying, man.
Ah,
What if something would have happened to one of these kids?
Well, of course.
What-
Apparently,
felt
this
terrible.
guy,
You mean like experience?
No. Like kidnapping.
the driver, his name is Irving Johnson. Well, he's not a driver anymore. He was a substitute driver who the school district says failed to follow proper protocols. So one 10-year-old girl, she said, the journey home started later than usual that afternoon. He wouldn't let us leave the school until we stopped talking. So he was already like, you kids suck.
This is the
Right.
magic school bus, right?
He already had a bad attitude. We're not leaving until you guys shut up and sit down. So she says, again, the 10-year-old girl, we felt like, he was driving and missing our stops, like we were getting kidnapped. The driver ultimately drove to a corner about 2 miles from the school, told the kids, everybody off. Everybody off, 5 o'clock, 5 p.m., so they're late. He just goes to a random corner and goes, opens the door, everybody out.
Yep, I got to go.
I got a hot date.
Here's
With the lunch lady.
Here's a little girl talking about it.
We got on a bus and there was a substitute and he wouldn't let us leave the school until we stopped talking. And he was skipping all the kids' stops. And we felt like when he was driving and missing our stops, like we were getting kidnapped. He stopped right here at this intersection.
Drama queen.
What a cutie. What a great interviewee, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is
Yeah.
great. Is that a little girl or a little boy? I can't
It's a
tell.
little girl.
Okay.
That's little Caitlin.
Good job, Caitlin.
That's 10-year-old Caitlin.
He stopped right here at this intersection and he said, everybody get off my bus. And then everybody was like stressing, like crying. And we forgot our jackets on the bus.
Yeah,
Aw,
and
man.
her little sister forgot their jackets.
I love this kid. And we forgot our jackets. She's giving us the hot goss.
But did they get his autograph? That's pretty cool to have Irvin Johnson driving you around.
Irving. No
not
magic in this name.
Oh.
Kids on the bus. Me and my little sister, we live like 2 miles away from here. We had like no idea what to do.
Yeah. 2 miles away.
Oh, I'm so mad at this driver right now. This poor kid.
These
Hey.
kids.
This kid was not well spoken before this event, by the way. This
It
changed
sobered
her.
her up. She's like, oh man, I
This
gotta get
changed her.
real.
She chilled out.
This kid hardly knew where she lived or any of that stuff.
She became hardened by the streets.
This is
She
the
did 2
experience
miles.
right here.
When she got on that bus, she talked like this when she got on
Exactly.
the bus. And she was a news reporter by the time. You're welcome.
Some would break, but this one, make.
Listen, I know it's bad. I know you're not supposed to do this,
But, here we go.
but
Okay.
I get it.
Hey, I was a school bus driver. I never dropped anybody off. You could handle it.
I get it.
This is your mental health crisis in real time.
I mean,
dropping these
bus
kids
stops.
off.
All right, I've had it. Everybody off.
You know what my bus was, right? It's a
Well, you were a special needs bus.
right. I worked for a special school district, but the bus that you get is it's all on seniority. So when you're the new driver, you get the BD bus.
The rowdy kids.
That stands for behavioral disorder.
Yeah.
Which means these are all the troublemaker kids that were kicked off the other buses. Let's put them all on one bus and give them to the new guy
Yeah,
or gal.
that makes sense.
You know what? I had a blast. It was freaking awesome. I loved it. Once the kids like respected me and you just gotta care about them.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like Mr. Johnson here didn't have the temperament to
Right.
really be around kids.
I did. I think I was the first bus driver that ever like learned their names, and I think as cheesy as that was, it was the greatest. And I had a great time. Now those first couple weeks,
Brutal.
tough stuff, dude.
So should we give him a
stuff.
second
Got to
chance
those
just so he
kids.
can get the hang of it?
I got to those kids.
I did, man. I'm telling you, it was a great time.
Well, Mr. Johnson here is a man not of idle threats. If you kids don't sit down, I'm going to stop this bus and you're going to get out. Okay. Everybody off. I don't care. Everybody off. I don't care where you live. Everybody off.
I don't care if you have
Mr.
jackets
Johnson
or not.
does not mess around.
Yeah, he probably didn't have the same look I did either. I looked like Otto from The Simpsons. I had a big, crazy fro, and I was, hey, dude.
Yeah, it was
Good morning, dude.
No, 50. I don't know what 51-year-old Irving Johnson looks like. I have something in my head.
I have
but-
something in my head too. I feel like Ann Wilson of Heart, like one of those fake accounts, like tagged him in a Facebook post, like, "Hey, go get $10,000 and I'll come meet you in Denver." And then he was like, "I gotta get these kids off the bus, get to an ATM." Like, I feel like that is his type of profile.
So
He's going to meet Ann Wilson
I
of
see a
Heart.
guy, handlebar mustache, like definitely like tattoos from when he was in the Navy, just gone off the rails. Just had it with these kids. He dropped them off. He's got a date. He ain't going to be late for it.
no, I'm imagining he's a Irving Johnson, a black guy, no nonsense, just like, I'm not putting up with this. He had 12 stops to make. Okay, I don't know if he made one of them.
Right.
I
He
see
let
a-
40 kids out.
I see a super
40.
super skinny white dude with like a thicker flannel that's buttoned all the way up
No.
to here. Really, really thin. His jeans are a little too baggy and a little
Irving
too long.
Johnson is not a white guy name.
You don't think so?
No.
I see a mustache guy with a head that looks too big for his body.
No,
You don't?
no, I don't.
Nothing Azov's
I have a
white
very
guy.
particular guy in my head.
I'm not saying there are not white guys named Irv or Irving.
Yeah, it's great.
Irving Johnson seems like a black guy name to me. I don't know.
He's white in my head. Do we know? The
I did
ethnicity of
not
this
see a
man?
picture of Mr.
Okay.
Johnson.
And it's
Looking it up
impossible.
currently.
It's
Okay.
impossible to look up because Magic Johnson's going to come. up.
Right.
I found it.
Wow.
You did?
Different spelling.
And-
Douglas County bus driver who dropped off. 40
That's it.
students at
What's he look
Ronstadt.
like?
What's
We're
Swerve and Irvin look
profiling
like?
here. Let's go.
Wish I had done
Hold
better.
on, I'm
that
gonna
guy.
show you.
Oh, am I correct?
man.
This is him explaining himself.
There he is.
Not what I.
That's
not,
a white man.
White.
The whitest guy you
Yeah.
can
That
imagine.
is a fired
Damn it.
gym
He's
teacher.
definitely a
That
Heart
is
fan.
that is a basketball coach who has been fired for hitting the kids
Multiple times.
multiple times.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Right
I
on.
thought this was my way back in. I realized I still had rage issues, so I dropped them off before I beat the hell out of all of them.
You know whose fault it is? It's the bus company for hiring me. Shouldn't have hired me.
Shouldn't have hired me.
I'll teach him
Dude,
lessons.
the interview is hilarious. I'm just reading the subtitles of it.
Yeah, he wants to apologize. He said, I would like to apologize. I'm sorry. I wish I'd done better. He said he was unfamiliar with the route. His tablet wasn't working, so we asked the kids for directions.
That. You know what?
That is
That's
hard.
That's the straw that broke the camel's back. Is the tablet not working? He's damn
Because he looks
technology.
like maybe his late 60s.
Oh, he's older than that.
Don't all these damn kids have phones?
He's
Just
like
get
it-
the maps out.
I'm just reading the subtitles, dude. He's like, it didn't happen the way they said.
Never
I did have 40 children get off the bus, yes, but they didn't scatter like a dance. That's not correct.
Why do they have to get off the bus? Just
I
pull
said
over.
nothing. I opened the door. They knew what this was. At least close to where they were supposed to get off. They were just getting off. I was like, this is pretty close. Just
The two little
guy
girls were
is just
2
like-
miles away.
the guy is not apologizing at all. He goes, they knew what this was. They knew the neighborhood.
Yeah,
They knew
you're
where
fine.
he said they knew where they were. He's like, it's not like I drove them into this city and dropped them off downtown.
Quote, I did not tell the children to leave the bus. They're expected to get off at the stop that they know where they are. And that's what I assumed they were doing till I saw there was not as many kids on the bus. That's what he said.
40 kids got off.
He said
Quote, the tablet wasn't working properly, so I asked the kids to tell me where the stops are because I'd never been this route and had no idea where they are.
Well,
You got a good argument there.
Dude,
he
listen
will-
to this
Old
interview.
Irv
dude.
will not be driving the bus anymore.
Hold on, I got to send this to you.
He did
This is
say
insane.
it was a
The guy-
nightmare and I didn't handle it well.
Yeah, I want to hear what his voice sounds like, but he's saying in this interview right now, he goes, yeah, they got on and they were in an uproar. So I took the microphone and I told them to quiet down. And then they got louder and I was like, oh, so that's how you want to play, huh?
Irving.
Hold on, dude. I got to send this to you. This is insane.
Oh, I got the audio.
Of the interview?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's
let's
set it.
Him sitting down with the news lady. He's doing like a 60 Minutes interview in this.
Yeah.
He had never ordered any of those children.
Some But I'm 81 years old. Maybe that's a
81?
factor.
He told us
He
he,
said
was
maybe
going
that's a
in on a
factor.
route on Monday.
He's talking about the
and when
tablet.
the children got on the bus, they were a bit unruly.
I picked all these kids up. I spent probably 15 to 20 minutes parked in front of the elementary trying to get them to be quiet and to sit in their seats properly.
He says the principal had to come
Pipe
onto
down.
the bus to calm the children down before they could leave. After making 2 stops, the tablet that provided the directions along the route stopped working.
And the tablet wasn't working properly. And I do ask the kids to help me. So you can tell me where the stops are if I can't see them on the tablet, because I have never driven the route and I have no idea where they are.
So he started taking directions from the children. He says he stopped just short of the next stop because he saw a group of adults waiting on the curb he assumed were parents.
Oh, no, he just gave them to random
That
adults.
they were there prepared to meet the kids.
What?
And so I stopped.
Next, he says he saw a line of children ready to get off the bus.
Perhaps felt, since I was having difficulty with the route and the navigation,
That they were gonna
it would
fend
be
for
better to
themselves.
get off the bus.
So,
But
as if they're in a taxi and you go, this is good enough right here.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you guys.
They're
yeah.
elementary school kids.
You look pretty comfortable. And I can imagine how unruly the kids were, too. You got a future congresswoman or whatever, that one gal.
Oh, Caitlin.
Yeah.
Little
Right.
Caitlin.
Like, what were they talking about? Math or
Yeah,
something?
sometimes when you're in a taxi, you've had enough. You go, I'm good right here. Just let me out.
Yeah.
That doesn't work on a bus.
No.
Not a school bus.
Yeah.
For elementary school kids.
These are
We're
kids.
good enough right here. Anyway, Irving will not be driving the bus anymore. Irving's out. 81-year-old Irving.
Just be retired, dude.
Just be retired.
This sit-down interview he's doing is nuts.
He throws it back on the
He
kids.
like
It's the
doubles
kids'
down
fault.
in this one. It's crazy what
It's
he's
the
saying.
kids' fault.
He does have a young sounding voice though for 81.
I was going to say that too.
He was pretty spry.
Yeah, pretty spry for an
tablet
81-year-old
thing,
guy.
I'm sure that tablet thing throws it off. But they used to print off. We had routes that were printed off. They were packets, and they literally said like minute to minute, like turn left, turn right,
Yeah.
Spady, blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
on
You know,
schedule.
it would say that, and then 0.2 miles down on the right. You know, it was like all printed out in these big giant packets.
Another teacher relieved, or another school school employee relieved of their duties. This is a teacher in Mississippi, no longer employed after giving kids what she thought was beef jerky, actually dog treats.
Okay.
Superintendent at the Calhoun County School District said 8 kids at the school had at least a bite of the treats during a birthday celebration for a couple kids. One of the students did go to the doctor with a stomach ache.
Ain't gonna hurt him.
No.
My grandma accidentally ate a bacon strip one time. We never told her.
Yeah, my uncle did that too.
My dad would lay out the bacon strips on the counter, because he's going to go feed the dogs. And grandma came up from her beauty shop one time, had herself a bacon
Ooh,
strip.
bacon.
Didn't say a damn word about it. Came back. Greg was like, hey, Lauren, did you eat the bacon? I go, what? Or he goes, where's the bacon strips? I go, I don't know. Here comes Imogene walking out of the bathroom. I'm like, oh no, Grandma.
Grandma ate the bacon
Bacon's
strip.
chewy.
Well, they make it look like bacon.
Yeah, it's so
It's all
curly.
wavy.
Well, that's so the
Smells
dogs can
delicious.
tell.
It does smell good.
It's so stupid. It is so dumb. That's for us.
Did she eat the whole thing?
Yeah, dude, she ate the whole, there were 2 pieces.
Got any more of that bacon left?
Isn't that wild?
Didn't say a word. I mean, she lived a
She
very
probably
long
thought,
life.
man,
so.
that was the worst bacon I've ever had.
Right, so chewy.
She's probably like, I got a secret. I'm not going to tell him how bad that bacon
Yeah,
was.
I'll be nice.
I'll keep it to myself.
Well, this teacher was handing out the what she thought was beef jerky. Actually, was dog treats for dogs.
Yeah, we have a bag of dog treats. It's like little beef jerky chips.
Yeah,
and if you take
we
them
do
out and
too.
put them on the table, I mean they are jacklings.
looks like it.
They
Well-
look just like Oberto's or whatever.
I guess they got a zero tolerance policy here at the school for giving kids dog treats.
They got
Teacher,
fired.
She gone.
She got fired for
Yeah.
mistakenly giving them.
Wow.
Wow, that's
Yeah, the school district alerted parents of the kids who had consumed the dog treats about what occurred. School officials did not release the name of the teacher, but said she is no longer with the district.
I guess. I mean, if you're gonna give food, you got to be like real particular giving food to other people's kids. So, okay.
I guess so.
Punishment fit the crime. I mean, it doesn't, but you got to have a standard as far as people that are in charge of other people's children.
Maybe her and Irving can switch positions.
Yeah, maybe she'll drive
Maybe
the
she
bus.
makes a
Yes,
better
he
bus
should.
driver.
And maybe he'll make a better teacher. I don't know.
No snacks, lady.
Just go in, Teach your stuff and don't do anything extra. That's what this lesson tells me.
Yeah. No more treats.
Yes, but you get no extra credit is dangerous business
actually,
here.
yeah, you know what? I'm not rolling the dice.
That is
They
awesome.
come in.
No good
teach my-
deed.
Yeah. Now you get fired for giving the kids dog treats?
I know.
What's the world coming to?
What is the world? This is why kids are soft.
Man, I had a teacher. I remember. I was just thinking about this the other day. Like, this dude was so funny. He was, kind of extra friendly and extra just like kind of crazy, if you will. And man, he got reprimanded so gnarly because this gal and him, they kind of had this was a student. They kind of had this relationship where they're always like ripping on each other in the middle of class, which was hysterical. And everybody kind of would get into it, but she was like a real sassy kind of person, and he had a real smart mouth. And he was an older dude, and he went by, and she said something, and she like bumped him on purpose, and she said something like, if you wouldn't, you should get out of my way or something. And he said, well, you could stand to lose a few, or something like that. But dude, that hit hard. And he got reprimanded so bad, I'm pretty sure he was suspended for
really?
a couple days and all this. And it was like, oh, dude, like out of context,
Sounds bad.
viciously bad. Viciously bad. And obviously, touch a button you should never touch, right?
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It was
That's right, Scott.
It was a big
Big
deal.
deal.
But dude, like in the context, you're like, oh man, I know what you were trying to do, and it's such a bummer. And you're like, does the punishment fit the crime? No, but like you can't step over that line and talk about somebody's weight.
You can't say something that somebody could possibly take out of context.
That's what I mean. Like you can't say anything about their looks or their kids. Like there's a lot of sensitive topics that he should have steered clear of. It was a bummer to see it though.
Hey, before we...
Dude.
yes, Rafe?
Things have changed, man. That's all. I know I'm an old man yelling at a cloud, but my God. There were kids... Teachers would call the kids by unflattering nicknames where I went to school. It was nuts. They'd paddle us. There was a kid, great guy, dude, loved this guy to death. I've told the story before, but his first day of school, transferred in, his clothes stunk. They started calling him Stinky. He leaned into it like a cool guy would, but like the teachers called him that. Teachers called him Stinky.
Right.
We had a wrestling coach that called the kid in class Pizza Face.
That's crazy.
His acne?
His nickname was
That's
Pizza
crazy.
Face.
But that's...
Because he loved pizza?
No.
Because he loved pizza a lot?
No. Golly.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, coach.
No,
called
he had
him,
severe acne.
Coach called him Pizza Face.
There was a kid they called Spaz. They just called him a Spaz.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, Spaz, get in there and throw some dodgeballs around.
I have
Work off some of
epilepsy.
that energy. Yeah, exactly, dude. He's like,
goodness.
no, I seriously, like, if you flip the light switch 3 times, I will have a seizure. Like, yeah, we know you're a Spaz.
We know
Get in
Spaz.
there.
In middle school, my nickname was Potty. That's what everyone called me, and even the teachers did.
Scotty Potty?
Yeah.
Scotty Potty.
And
those
coaches,
were-
they had no clue what my real name was. They'd just say Potty. And
Well, I was a garbage pail kid, right?
yeah, I think so.
We had
Wild.
that.
But one of them, he came up to me one day. He's like, "So, do they call you that because you smoke weed or something?" And I'm like, "No, my name's
No.
Scott." He's like, "Oh, I didn't know that."
Oh, is it pot? Like pot?
It could have been
Yeah.
potty though.
So
Like why did they go potty
Scotty,
route?
Potty.
Yeah.
Because that was a garbage
Scotty
pail kid.
McCotty. Yeah, but
There was a Scotty Potty.
And now there's a squatty potty.
Now there's a Squatty Potty. Just a couple quick, kind of serious things before we hit the Team Riz Member of the Day. First off, this was the talk of the ice rink last night, and this is a super sad story. A kid is fighting for his life after being shot late Saturday evening while riding in a car with his dad. CBC kid coming home from a CBC varsity hockey game down in Afton. There was a CBC Marquette game. Kid is driving home with his dad on 55. Somebody shot at the car. This is 10:30
Oh, dude, I read
on
this.
Saturday night.
awful.
Somebody shot into the SUV, hitting the 16-year-old kid. They're saying in the neck.
Oh my goodness.
So, from what somebody told me last night, and the victim, his name is 16-year-old Colin Brown. His dad is a police officer. Kind of knew how the emergency services things worked, and basically because of his quick thinking, maybe got him help.
Wow. Thank God.
He is not in great shape. Colin's dad continued driving to the area of South 4th and Walnut, where he was met by police and EMS. I think so, since he's a cop, he knew how everything works, so he could meet them and didn't just stop the car, drove to where EMS and police would be. They rushed Colin to the hospital, listed in critical condition. According to St. Louis Metro Police Department, the shooting took place in the southbound lanes of 55 near Loughborough.
So, do they have a vehicle?
No.
Wow.
Oh, no.
It was 10:30 at night. 10:30 at night, coming home from a hockey game. Afton Hockey Club released a statement on Facebook saying Afton Hockey asks all all families to put a stick out in support of a critically injured player. We invite you to share a picture of your sticks in the comments. That's what you would do. That's what you do. Put your stick outside. Show prayers and support from the hockey family. Please respect the privacy of the family during this difficult time. Hundreds of replies already to the Afton Hockey Club. But, yeah, thoughts for this kid and his family coming home from a hockey game.
Man, I always have that thought. I mean, I hate to be this way. I feel like all of us in St. Louis do, and I love our city. But, I mean, I was downtown picking up a friend, right by the Dome on Thursday, and I always have that thought. I'm like, is it nighttime? I'm like, shootings happen. It's awful. This is the world we live in, and, like, you just think this could happen. Like,
honestly, I do as well.
Yeah.
There are certain parts of the area, if I'm on 70 in a not a great area, high crime area, or on 55, don't make eye contact with anybody on the road.
Yeah, people start driving erratically. I'm like, here it goes. This could be it.
Man.
Sucks.
Do they have details? Because when I read the article, it didn't seem like what was this, a random shot, a stray bullet?
Sounds like it.
Or was someone shooting at their vehicle? Like, what was this a road rage thing?
All the Fox 2 article says is somebody shot into the family's SUV, hitting the 16-year-old who was sitting in the passenger seat.
It wasn't related to the hockey game, right?
It does not say. No, I don't. I think it was random.
That's insane.
And anybody with info is asked to contact the St. Louis Metro Police Department Homicide Division, or you can do the Crime Stoppers thing. But awful story.
That's
And
the
thoughts
worst.
are with the the CBC kids and
Yeah.
Awful.
sucks.
Yeah, I got a low tire. I had the same thing. I was at a stop and put air in my tire late at night. Quick trip. You got to keep your head on a swivel in the city, that's for sure. I had somebody pull up behind me and two doors opened and like 2 or 3 guys got out of the car and I was like, is this the suction boys finally coming for me? I was ready to dip out.
Yeah.
It's hard because it's, the likelihood is very low, but it's like it's hard not to have, when you hear stories like this, it's hard not to have that in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those random shots. I mean, we hear too many stories about this. Cars getting shot up, random gunfire.
Mm-hmm.
Also got a message this morning. We lost a Team Riz member.
Oh.
Team Riz member April passed away this morning because of cancer. And I guess, you saw this message. Was this her brother, Sean?
Yeah.
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 Rest in peace,
Condolences,
April.
my man.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So, yeah, tough morning.
Hate cancer.
Yeah.
Hate it.
All right, let's do this.
Man.
And it is brought to us by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Check out the all-new Hot Shots Lindbergh, your new home for sports in South County. I was out there on Friday. I'm telling you. Modern, nice, huge location. Congratulations. It's amazing. Get all the info at hotshotsnet.com. From St. Louis, Josephine Davis is our team.
Josephine.
Josephine has been a listener of the Riz Show since the very beginning, and the show helps her start the day off with some much-needed belly laughs. She loves the uniqueness that each member brings to the show and hopes to meet us at future events. Match Up with Moon is her favorite contest. She loves the variety of stories and antics shared on a daily basis during the show. Well, thank you, Josephine. Josephine Davis from St. Louis is our Team Riz Member of the Day. Get super sweet Team Riz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, it's 7:17. It is Monday. Crowd on Celebrities next. First look at the traffic and weather Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We got a right-hand shoulder block due to a crash 270 southbound at Ladue. On the west side of things, right-hand shoulder block due to a stalled vehicle 64 westbound after Missouri 94. Your point forecast, morning drizzle is likely, high of 50. Right now it is, it's 58 because the temperature is going to drop.
Okay, thanks. All right, Lauren, what do you got for us?
It's an end of an era for Disney. New merch. Cool. Macy's Parade, if you care, and Iron Mike gets another invitation.
All right, we'll get to that. We got your crappy birthdays, the porno birthday. We'll tell you what the Face to Music band is today. It's King Scott's week. Plus, we'll talk about your childhood bedroom. All that and more next. Grab on Celebrity. Stay there. Program phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizShow at 1057thepoint.com. Sex time fun facts coming up. Sex toy of the week. Face to Music final week. And this is King Scott's week. So King Scott gets to pick all the bands you're listening for. Today, who are we listening for?
It's a local band out of San Francisco area called Metallica.
Oh, so you're listening for Metallica all day long. If you hear a Metallica song, open up your Point Mobile app and click on King Scott's face, and you have a chance to win $1,000.
Yeah.
And a chance to come in at some point next month and co-host a show with us. So Metallica is the band now through midnight, and I will play a Metallica song at some point before we get out of here.
Turn the page, baby.
Also, big day for Rafe Williams. 10 o'clock, your comedy special is released.
Ooh,
That's right. 10 a.m. on Don't Tell Comedy's YouTube. They are dropping a special I recorded in August. It's not a huge commitment, everybody. It's about 15 minutes, 17 minutes, maybe 20 minutes long. I don't know exactly. But it'll really help me out, man. Give me that Pork Steak Army Riz Show bump. If you can just go take a poop break at work or something, just put it on, sit on the toilet, put your headphones in, watch it, laugh maniacally in a stall, have fun. But, that first...
It'll actually help you move your bowels easier.
Absolutely.
It will.
Laughter always does that.
Actually, yes, it's technically a medical procedure.
Yes.
If you watch my special at work.
Laxative.
That's right. Laxative. That's exactly. It'll be out at 10 a.m. and I'm really proud of it. And the algorithm is important on YouTube that first 24 hours. So any Riz Show bump I can get, if you guys have time to share, watch, and all that stuff, I would greatly appreciate it.
All right, that's at 10 a.m. A Michigan woman is going viral. She could hardly contain her delight when she went to her sister's old bedroom and found it to be a time capsule from the 1980s.
I saw this. It is so cool. It has not been touched.
It has not been touched since the 1980s.
There's like a Bon Jovi poster on this wallpaper. It's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of tape she must have used because the walls, still had all the Bon Jovi and the Def Leppard posters. A young Johnny Depp.
My parents' house is basically a
Oh,
time
so if
capsule.
you went to your old room, it's still the same?
No, my brother's living in it now. But until that happened earlier
Until your brother
this year.
got sick.
Yeah, I would say, his room was untouched. Untouched, dude. Same dresser, same bed, same sheets, probably. Nothing had changed. Nothing. Everything was on the same shelf. My mother's room hasn't changed since I was a kid.
Her Bon Jovi posters and
Her
stuff.
Bon Jovi
young
posters
Johnny,
are up.
young Johnny
Yeah.
Depp poster. Here's the woman from the viral video.
This is my sister's bedroom, circa 1980 something. Oh my gosh, they kept everything up. I love this so much. Miami Vice.
That's cute.
So if we were to walk into Learn's 16-year-old bedroom,
Oh man, it was
16-year-old
so cool.
Learn, her bedroom, what's on the walls?
So I painted the walls deep dark blue, and then from the ceiling to the floor, just Parade, Hit Parader, Circus Magazine, every band that I loved floor to ceiling.
So
the
you
crow.
really did your room up.
I did. Like my stepdad, and my mom's house is really beautiful and like very well decorated and very conservative. And my room was insanity. And so Jerry would actually, when people came to visit, he would like tour them to my room because even though it looked wild, it was still very clean and organized, and so it just looked really cool. It was like my little sanctuary. So I loved my room.
Did you have any posters on your wall?
Oh, buddy.
I had no
Did I ever?
posters.
Really? That's
None.
surprising.
So it's similar to Learn, super minimalist, conservative household. My brother's room is all like perfectly picked up and just like the most amazing thing. You walk into mine. Across the way, the first thing you're going to see is a Jennifer McCarthy poster.
Hell yeah. With the mustard?
No, it's the butt one.
Okay.
So to the left, right,
Butt one.
there's a butt one.
He's a butt man.
Just look up Jenny McCarthy butt poster.
Who'd have thought
The only
Moon was a
one.
butt man?
I'm a butt man. So, anyways, to the left, right over the bed, Cindy Crawford in a yellow thing. Across the way on the closet was a Blue Angels poster, a Michael Jordan poster, and a Bo Jackson poster. And then I had Nikki Taylor. Nikki Taylor.
Gorgeous Nikki
I had
Taylor.
a Nikki Taylor poster as well. And then you got my computer, Sega, and cable box, of course, which got a lot of use on the weekends.
Jenny McCarthy butt poster.
Good luck. God, she was so cute when she was in
Please share.
Singled Out.
It's like a cloud. It's like she was on like a cloud or something.
Oh, she on a cloud?
Yeah, I had chicks
Jenny
and dudes
McCarthy on
all
a
over
cloud?
mine too. Like I had Eric Draven on every wall, Kurt Cobain on every wall, Maynard, Trent Reznor.
I had no posters.
That's so
None.
surprising to me. You're such a music fan.
I
and
know.
pop culture nerd.
I spent time in my room, but it just
What was in there?
It's this
A
one, dude.
desk?
Don't tell us what wasn't.
If you say a cardboard
was
box
it?
again
This-
at the table, I'm going to be very upset.
This one.
Oh,
This is
okay.
the one.
Oh, I know. That's a very famous poster.
Oh,
yeah.
beautiful.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I know.
Oh, print it out. Put it in here.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Hey,
I
dude,
know I had a
send that to
big
me.
desk, which was always cluttered. I had a computer in there. I had my boom box and just CDs everywhere.
That's on brand then.
I got my boom box, all my CDs, my bed, and a TV on a little stand.
I think I got a picture on my phone that I can share out on my social.
This is the one.
I think people would like it.
This is the one that I had.
My closet wall had a hole in it for me shooting it out with my BB gun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really didn't have a lot in there.
Yeah.
Like, and my buddies had, band posters up all over the place, and
Yeah.
like Learn, they got to paint. I would never allowed to paint my room.
My mom let me do it.
I
She was
didn't even
cool.
know.
I didn't get to do
Oh,
that
I know that
either.
Cindy Crawford poster.
God, she's hot, dude. She's still a
Cindy's
smoke
that-
show.
Smoke show.
That is
That
maybe
was
the
the thing,
greatest.
guys.
That's the greatest
Cindy Crawford.
photograph ever taken. That one.
That was the early '90s.
Right there.
That's a good one.
You know why? I would never even, and maybe my mom would have said I could, but I never even would have thought to ask.
thought to ask to put a poster. up?
To paint my room.
Oh yeah, I never would have thought that. I never would. That seems like a lot of work.
That would have
painted
been
my room and
that
my
would have been an
bathroom.
automatic no.
No, you paint it with posters
That
you
one
got
was
from
iconic.
Spencer's.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
I mean, I feel like I had an apartment. I had my own phone line in there. I had cable. I mean, I had my own bathroom, dude. Like, I had a great
Who's buying
high
you the
school.
posters? So the posters are not cheap.
Who's buying me the posters? Dude, I would go to Vintage Vinyl and buy them all the time. I used to go to, like, that's what I'd save my money for. I used to have this huge, I was talking about last week, this massive Hole poster from the early 90s that I bought in college that I put up in my room. It was half of a wall, essentially.
Honestly, most of my money, if I were to get a couple bucks ahead, was used to buy music
Yeah.
instead of
your walls were
decorations.
barren?
But
Yeah.
while you were buying,
Decorations on
Like,
my
you
wall.
could kind of see my walls in the background here. Like, there's a Papa Roach poster in the back.
Yeah, you probably had like collage, like you made
Yeah.
collages.
Yeah,
and
her
I
room
didn't-
was-
I had a Rage Against the
Everything.
Machine poster as well. I forgot. I had two Rage
that
posters over the dresser. I
Scott,
forgot about that.
you had posters?
Yeah, I had a Michael Jordan poster, a Bo Jackson one, and I think a Nolan Ryan.
Oh,
It was,
yeah, yeah.
All dudes, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. I
Just muscle men.
don't think my mom would have let me have the
No
bikini
chicks?
chicks up.
Oh, dude, I had so many hot dudes and girls because they were like motivation to, oh, this is what I want to look like. Never did, but
I can't,
That
I
was
can't
Larry
believe
Bird,
that.
that's what it was.
I can't believe you
Michael
went to
Larry
buy music and didn't buy music posters because that was the.
No,
that was the-
I never bought music
There's
posters.
a music
never.
store bike. I used to bike to Street Side, and now it was a thing called Now Hear This. It was basically just like a CD warehouse kind of thing, but it was closer. And I used to bike up there, and anytime I get music, I also get patches, even though I didn't have much to put patches on. Stickers and posters, because if a new Rage poster came out or something, you're like, oh my gosh, I've never seen that before.
I didn't buy any band merch. No posters, no
Oh my
shirts,
gosh.
nothing. I just bought the music.
I probably had 20 posters that I wasn't able to, I didn't have room to put up. I just kept them in the rolls.
I'd go to the movie store down the street and I go, hey, can I have any of your old posters? So I'd like and they would just give them to you.
Oh,
so I had
yeah.
like Big Daddy, I remember, and like a couple other cool movies.
Did you ever get the cutouts?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would
had
do.
that once.
I had,
So much fun.
I had to cut out from the movie Mobsters. Do you remember that movie with Richard
Mobsters.
Grieco?
Vaguely.
It was like my friend's girlfriend worked at Broadway Video, and when they'd get rid of all that stuff, we would just loot it. So I had a lot of cool movie. I had a Crow movie poster. I would pull like. I'm surprised that you didn't take the CD
No.
things and open them up, because a lot of them had
yeah.
like little posters and artwork in them.
Little
And just-
insert.
No, I kept everything in the jewel cases. And
Yeah.
1991 Mobsters, Christian Slater, Patrick Dempsey, Rodney Eastman.
Now, was your room clean or was it a mess?
It was so clean. But
Oh,
it
yeah.
looked wild, but it was clean.
I had a Doritos bag under the bed. I forgot to describe that, too. I'm sure there was a crumpled up
Mine was
Doritos bag.
dirty. I mean, it was like, my mom would be like, the cyclone hit the room.
I did not have the amenities that y'all had, for sure. I had one black and white TV with rabbit ears, and I could sometimes get Fox and watch like Married with Children. I'd watch Saturday Night Live on the weekends. I had a lot of Native American stuff in my room, which I don't know. I went through like a
dream
phase.
catchers?
Yeah, dude. I went through a phase where I had like a ceramic, like Native American holding a bull's skull up. I saw it at a thrift shop the other day for like 90 cents or something. And I had like, you know, it'd be just like it'd be like a piece of wood with like a mural painted on it. Mm-hmm. Had like the buffalo hunt. I think I was like going through that phase where I thought I was like 25% Blackfoot Indian or something, because my parents, every white trash kid's parents tell them that.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is my heritage, dude. This is pretty cool. And then, you know, you find out that's 100% not true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at all these Nirvana posters in that room right there. Like, there's the blue room.
That's your
There's-
room?
Yeah,
I mean, it looks nice,
Deftones.
and everything looks like it had its place.
Yeah, it was
was it on?
awesome. Distillers
Oh,
posters.
yeah, very cool. Yeah, it looks like like one of them TV teen shows.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like every teenager in a show somehow had this awesome, messy looking wall with like all the posters, but very immaculately clean room. You thought, oh, that's just a TV set. They would never have a room like that. Learn literally lived on a TV set.
Yeah.
Yeah, my room looked like the chick
Something out of
from
my
10 Things I Hate
so-called
About-
life.
For real. Yeah, I
but
wanted
you
to
were
be
like,
Angela.
you were, and still are, you had a lot of stuff you made in your room.
Yeah, like
you
I
like
paint.
painted and stuff. You're still a really talented painter. That's really cool. Your room is like the room from the movies where you're Laney Boggs.
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
Like the guy
Paint on
comes
my
over and he's
overalls.
like, Laney, I didn't know you could freaking paint. You're so special.
Yeah, I
and
wouldn't have
amazing."
even thought of painting my room.
Oh, you should have. Go home today and get a room in your house and
She
just
literally
make it your
painted paintings,
your
though.
children's room. Yeah, I paint like self-portraits, and then I had like a Brandon Boyd picture.
It's
that
good,
I'm
too.
obsessed
Yeah.
with him.
I'm looking at it right now. It's good.
Man, I was lucky because when
Did you paint that?
around 16, I guess it would have been 17, we bought a new home, and my bedroom was pretty much just windows, but it's on the second floor.
Oh, that was so cool.
That was like the best view. You sit there in bed, watch the snowfall, and then
Yeah.
I just had guitar gear and a stereo system, and that was about it in the room.
I had a boombox by my bed with CDs that I would listen to as well. Would your mom let you hang up? My mom would never let me hang up like posters of chicks.
You know what?
There's no way she was going to let me hang up like a Cindy Crawford
I don't
poster
know.
in my room.
I just never. It just wasn't my thing.
Looking back, it's strange to think that my parents did. I just don't think my parents cared about what happened. They're just like, we're keeping him alive.
I think it's because of
fine
my
in there.
brothers. I had two younger brothers. They'd been like, "You're not putting up those girls' boobies." In
Yeah,
there."
I don't even know. I just never.
I never
never
tried.
asked.
I had
I never tried.
I had a Bonds and Bonilla Van Slyke poster, and then I had I would rip I couldn't afford posters, but I would rip like magazine. Mm-hmm. So if I bought like a magazine and it had, because I remember one had like the making. I can't remember what it was called, not Fangoria, but something like that. You get at the comic book shop, and it would have like stills photos from movie production. So I had like Brandon Lee when The Crow was coming out. They had I'd rip that out, or it'd be stuff from like comic book movies, and I'd pin those to the wall. A lot of Jean-Claude Van Damme,
Oh, listen,
Steven Seagal.
I had buddies, and their rooms were, posters all over the blacklight posters. They'd have the mushroom,
Yeah.
like the blacklight mushroom, or the Led Zeppelin, Falling Angel.
Yeah, they had Spencer A1 through 10.
Right. And with the black light and everything. I was like, man.
The frog one, bro.
Oh, buddy, Chris's
the
room was
multiple
awesome.
mushroom
Black
one,
light,
man.
Yeah. My mom made me throw away the Alfonso Ribeiro breakdancing poster because it had like how to do like the backspin and all this stuff because she heard this urban legend he broke his neck doing the headspin.
That's funny.
You're not doing that. Get that out of there.
All right, today is November the 25th. Hey, Lauren, does your mom still live in the house that you grew up in? So your room, is it still?
No, when I moved out, my sister immediately moved into my room.
I was about to say, if you went back to your house, would the room still be the same?
It's my sister's room now. But yeah, it looks like it did when she left.
All right, today is November the 25th. Back in the day, 157 years ago, in 1867, Alfred Nobel patented dynamite. Now, the invention made him so rich, his will established a $9 million fund for the Nobel Prizes. 104 years ago, 1920, Texas radio station WTAW broadcast the first play-by-play description of a football game. It was between University of Texas and Texas A&M. 37 years ago, 1987, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was released.
Yeah.
32 years ago, 1992, The Bodyguard and Aladdin. That hit theaters. 16 years ago, 2008, Michael Vick pleads guilty to dogfighting charges in Virginia. And 11 years ago today in 2013, Disney releases Frozen. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Cordell and Cordell. Don't let divorce take more than it has to. It's an end of an era. I saw this over the weekend. My heart exploded in a way that I didn't imagine it could. Aerosmith's rock and roller coaster at Disney's Hollywood Studios in Orlando is no more. The Muppets are taking it over and will be the focus of a new ride.
So that's it.
I was there the day.
The Aerosmith coaster's gone.
In 1999, Aerosmith, I just happened to be at Hollywood Studios with my mom and my sister and one of my good friends. And Aerosmith was there that day to christen it opening, and they had a parade through.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
You were there?
I was there. And I was like, oh my God. We got to ride it. It was so cool. And
So what happened to it?
so it's just old. It's
It's
like
just
25
old.
years old, and they decided
'cause
to
it was
redo
closed
it.
when we were there.
Was it
Redo
really?
it, rebrand it.
But they didn't. Yeah, they didn't make it look like it was closed forever. It was just like not open
forever,
today.
ever.
I was like, oh, bummer.
It's gone. And it's I rewatched the somebody put online from a point of view of riding it, and the ride starts out, you're in the studio with Aerosmith, you look like you're in a recording studio, and they act like they're seeing you, and then you get on a stretch limousine.
This is what it's like to be on heroin.
Let's go.
Interesting. That's prime real estate too.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's right when you turn. Like you go. We went to it first. We went right, and like it was supposed to be right there. It was like closed.
Yeah, bummer.
I wonder what'll be there.
So 25 years later, now it will be all dedicated to the Muppets.
The Muppets.
Like they need anything
That's at
else.
Hollywood Studios.
I wish they would have done it with a different band or artist. I think that would have been cool to keep it going. Like maybe a more up and coming, like a Lady Gaga.
The Muppets have a band.
Electric Mayhem.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of,
They're
what is it, Dr. Teeth?
Yeah, the Electric Mayhem. That was on, did you ever watch it? It was on like HBO Max. They did like a miniseries. It's pretty good.
Oh, like recently, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. No, I never saw it.
Blake Shelton has just launched some new merch that's so dumb. Fans are loving it. For $15, you can get a set of 4 red cups that say, I drink, get over it. It's a reference to a cup that he had on stage with him at a show back in 2016 when rumors were swirling that he was in rehab. But the truly remarkable thing that he's selling for merch, which actually is pretty, I like it.
This is Blake Shelton?
This is Blake Shelton. He took a photo on his phone, and now he has the photo of him printed. It's him very hammered drunk, and you can buy it's like a black T-shirt with just like a rectangle photo of Blake Shelton looking hammered, and it says, I bought this shirt from Blake Shelton. I'm real proud of it. So $40 can get you that. If you watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, it's a tradition for a lot of people.
Which I do.
Do you watch it every
I'm
year?
the only one in my house that does.
Well, you're from New York City, so maybe it's a little bit more sentimental to you.
I mean, it was
love
just something.
Macy's.
It was just, I love Macy's.
Yeah.
Did you go down to it when you were a kid?
No.
Really?
That's a tourist thing. It's a tourist thing. But it was tradition in my house to watch it.
That's
and
nice.
I get up early on Thanksgiving morning, and I'm the only one in the house that watches it.
Oh, man.
And I'd call like, hey, so-and-so's on lip syncing or whatever. And they'd, come running in.
Yeah.
They'd be bored and then leave again.
Man, I might be watching it this year just because it's going to be so dang cold.
Well, this year Disney fans are excited. Minnie Mouse will be making her parade float debut, and another one featuring Wednesday Addams and other characters from Netflix's Wednesday. Star performances will be from Jennifer Hudson, Idina Menzel, Dan and Shay, Chloe, T-Pain, Billy Porter, Jimmy Fallon and the Roots, Kylie Minogue, and many more.
I
Of
mean,
course,
all
they
these
will be
people
lip-syncing.
are clearly lip syncing.
Right.
For me, when you see Santa at the end, that's the Christmas season has begun.
I know. Well, it will start around, is it 8:30 our time? 8:30 our time till noon, or 9:30 our time? So be on the lookout for that on Thursday.
My mom's cousin would always be in the parade on one of the floats, and we'd always watch out to see if cousin Jackie was on TV.
Yeah, that's cool.
So did you
I
ever
knew
the
somebody that
tour
did
those places they hold everything at? Where they build all the
I've
floats
done
and
that.
That would be cool.
I've saw where they inflate the balloons.
Oh, okay.
I've seen that before.
You have to wear the little costumes to hold the balloon. That's
But
neat.
she would, and for a long time, many years, do it. Mm-hmm. Carry one, be one of the line holders for the big balloons.
That's pretty cool.
We found out yesterday Chuck Woolery, the original host of Wheel of Fortune and Love Connection, has died at the age of 83. Kind of odd situation. So I guess he died at his home in Texas with his wife present. He started to feel under the weather. His symptoms were worsening, and then he was having trouble breathing. By the time 911 was called, he did not make it. So
We all
pretty
know
awful
Chuck
way to
Woolery.
go.
I mean, Love Connection. When you're sick, you watch Love Connection.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so how'd it go? What was it?
They haven't really released a statement, but he just couldn't breathe.
And then died.
I mean, it could have been COVID
81,
or something
81?
else. 81? Yeah, 83, I'm sorry.
Or 83. Here's Chuck Woolery, Love Connection.
Hear everything that happened on that date. We'll do it in 2 and 2. Be right back.
Yep, always
2 and 2.
2 and 2. Be back in 2 and 2. Or what'd you say? He was the original host of Wheel of Fortune.
Yes, he was. Among many other,
What's
dating game,
2 and 2?
Scrabble.
He'd always say, like, when you throw it to commercial, we'll be back in 2 and 2.
Meaning?
2 minutes of regular spots and 2 minutes of, I think, local promos.
Oh.
2 and 2.
I think
Fascinating.
that's what it was. Like 2 minutes of local commercials, 2 minutes of national commercials.
That would not be a fun way to go, I don't think.
Not being able to breathe?
Yeah. Did you ever just not been able to breathe?
No.
Think about when you get the
still
wind
here.
knocked out of you as a kid. Just having that just happen.
No, it sucks.
That would suck. That would suck.
Awful.
No,
Not that there's any good way, really. but-
He was the original host of Wheel of Fortune. He got into a contract dispute with whatever network it was, and then they couldn't work out a deal, and Pat Sajak came in.
Jeez.
Wow.
That's how that
Long
went.
may he reign. Jason Kelsey will have his own late night talk show on ESPN coming up in January. He and his wife are also expecting their 4th daughter, so congratulations. This NFL Films production is called They Call It Late Night, which will tape in Philly among a live audience. 5 episodes to the show. It's slated for the first episode to come to us on February 1st. Again, Jason Kelsey, They Call It Late Night, coming to ESPN Plus and ESPN.
These Kelsey brothers are so hot right now.
So hot right now.
I watched Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity, the Travis Kelsey
Game show.
game
yeah.
show.
Yeah, I
Nikki
watched some
Glaser
of
was on it on the first episode.
And?
It was okay. It was cute. The whole time I was like, has Nikki met Taylor Swift? Like, she talks about Taylor Swift in all of her specials, and she goes to all these different shows. And I'm like, okay, she's there with Travis Kelsey, Taylor
I think
Swift's
that's
boyfriend.
as close as she's gotten.
Really?
There might be a thing there, though. Remember the whole fallout? You do remember all that, right?
What fallout?
She apologized.
So, yeah, I'd say so. She's been on the apology tour for a couple of years, it seems.
Who, Nikki Glaser?
Yeah, the Taylor, well, whatever. How,
She's like a super fan.
But she
I
wasn't at
understand that,
first.
but there was a movie, and I forget which one because there's like 7 Taylor Swift movies. There's one of those movie things that she put it up like I Am Taylor or something like that, and in it she was talking about getting roasted by all these people, and they made mention. I think it was in the movie. They made mention about Nikki Glaser shredding her.
Yeah.
Who would she shred her for?
I don't know. It was just
Just
a
being
part
herself.
of a bit. Yeah, it was just like it's something.
just
I
like
don't
part of
think
the
it was like an
comedy bit.
actual thing. I think it was like a comedy thing. It was Nikki being Nikki and being funny, and Taylor took it to heart, and they made a big thing of it.
Oh, okay.
And then people were coming after Nikki,
Nikki,
and then
yeah.
Nikki was like, "Dude, I'm a fan." And then like from then on, it was like.
It's just jokes.
I'm very obviously a Taylor fan and hasn't made jokes since.
Right.
But I'm saying I don't know Taylor, but she seems like the type of person where if you shred her and you make it in the movie, maybe there's not a second chance there.
Yeah, Taylor holds a grudge.
I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm not.
Swifties never forget.
I'm not saying that, but I bet you that might be as close.
Listen,
as
there was
she
a
gets.
time where whenever you see Taylor Swift walk, it looked like she was being blown over by the wind.
Because she was so thin.
No, I mean, literally, she had like a lean to her where she was like either walking into or being blown by the wind.
What?
Yeah.
He always used to say that.
That's what it was about, too. It says that they did meet in 2012 backstage at the Red Tour. Although Glazer was not a huge Swiftie at the time, she made a regrettable comment about T Swift during an appearance in a documentary Miss Americana.
That's it.
That's
Glazer body shamed the pop star, labeling her and her model friends as annoying. Well, it really says just about how skinny she was or something like that.
In other TV news, the WWE Network is shutting down, but don't lose it because it's coming to Netflix on January 1. WWE Raw, WWE's extensive library, all of it is moving to Netflix.
Thank God.
Starting in 2025. In movies this weekend, both Wicked and Gladiator 2 had outstanding showings.
But who did better, guys?
Who did better? It
Who
was
did
Wicked.
better?
And that's what I saw on my timeline. Everybody was seeing Wicked. I don't think I saw one person say anything about Gladiator 2, which, I mean, why would you, I guess?
It did
But
good. So Gladiator 2 did do very well.
It did. $55.5 million. The sequel is already doing great business overseas, where it has around $165.5 million worldwide. But Wicked took the top spot, earning $114 million domestically. Worldwide.
But worldwide, it's about the same as
about the
Gladiator.
same. Yeah, 164.2.
Isn't it crazy that Wicked is not going to do as well over there because it's just not a part of their Americana? You know, it's like that's Wizard of Oz is so American.
So worldwide, though, basically the same.
Basically the same.
I mean, huge numbers for both movies.
Good.
Apple has canceled Wolves 2, the sequel to Brad Pitt and George Clooney's action comedy.
What a bummer, dude. It wasn't a bad movie.
No?
No, like I thought it was a show. I didn't know what it was. I had never heard anything about it. Did you guys watch it?
No.
I literally, when we were this Friday before we watched Long Legs, we watched the trailer and we were like, it just doesn't look interesting.
It's fine. It was a good movie. It was worth a watch. Not a second. But I was when they kind of like set it up for a second one, I was like, oh, that'll be cool. I'd like to see. I like those two, and those two together work well.
Right.
Why not give it a go?
We didn't see that. My wife and I powered through that Nobody Wants This show.
I don't know what that is.
Kristen Bell and Adam Brody.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
did
it's
you like
good.
it?
It's good.
Okay.
Is it the relationship
good.
one?
I've seen a
Yeah,
couple
she's a podcast host, and he's a rabbi, and they fall in love, and she's not Jewish, and it's a lot of.
Look at you rom-comming on the weekend.
It's a rom-com thing for sure.
Love that.
For sure, and I got some laughs at it. It's good.
Cool.
It's good. If you're looking for maybe something over the break to watch.
Did you watch the whole
as a
thing or
couple.
just the first 30?
No, we watched the whole.
Oh, that's great.
Each episode is 30 minutes, if that.
Oh, okay.
By the way, we started
It's a series.
We started
It's an
a
episode.
new.
It's not
we
bad.
started a new old show because a lot of people remember when I told you that so many people were suggesting How I Met Your Mother, and I was like, I'm not a laugh track type of guy. It's not going to be a show for me. But we gave it a crack, and it was freaking fantastic.
I love How I Met Your Mother.
Well, we started a new old show that I never thought that I would be into because the jokes were just not for me. It was like I was too young or they're over my head. And we watched the first few episodes and I was like, holy crud.
MASH?
Frasier.
Frasier.
Oh,
Every
Frasier rips,
every
right?
joke
Frasier's
of
good.
Frasier is hitting way too close to home.
Yeah.
Divorce, his
Radio.
elderly parent is moving in. The radio thing, like everything he says, even at the coffee shop, he's like, I'm so nervous, I'm losing my mind. Give me a double espresso to calm down. And like, it just every little joke is like, oh man, this is for me right now.
Yeah.
No, it's a good show.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it's considered a classic.
During COVID, we went through the whole Frasier catalog. It was
Yeah, it's
Good.
it's
So
free on Amazon,
fantastic.
but you got to deal with ads.
Frasier is known as in comedy writing, as like the best written show maybe ever.
It's excellent.
and they got
I've never
30 Rock
watched
had
it.
more jokes per page, like 7 jokes per page. Because if you watch 30 Rock, dude, it is like joke jam-packed. But as far as like writing, Frasier's, it's always in the top 3 of all time.
Yeah, I get it now.
And finally, you guys, somebody is wanting Mike Tyson to show his ass at their holiday party, and they want to pay him $125,000. It is a male review. The Kings of Hustler in Vegas tell TMZ Sports they're among the millions of people who, like us, saw Iron Mike's ass during the November 15th fight on Netflix. And it could have been the best moment of the whole night because I don't think any of us were ready for that.
No.
He turned around, walked away, and holy crow. And they say, we've been in the business of entertaining and pushing boundaries for years, and we think Mike Tyson's playful side is exactly what our cowboy Christmas party needs, says the Kings of Hustler Vegas. So $125,000 on the line. Will he do it? I think he should. And that is your crap on
125 grand.
celebrities.
Hey, Scott, let's say they don't get Tyson. Would you take the 125 grand to show just your tush? That's
Yeah,
it?
you just gotta have ass. No, you have to have
I'll
a
wear that
banana
same
hammock
outfit.
on with the assless chaps.
Yeah, I'll wear that same outfit.
I mean, I do it in a heartbeat too.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
125 grand. All right. They want to see this hairy Italian ass? All right.
Give
go
these
for it.
people what they want.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'll crush aluminum cans between my cheeks for that price.
Yeah, I'm
Smarty
down
tricks,
to
right on.
clown.
I'll sign me up.
I
Dude.
got $5 on that. Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Katie Cassidy, the Black Canary on Arrow. Also, David Cassidy's daughter is 38. Joey Chestnut, hot dog eating champion who set the world record when he shoved 75 hot dogs down his throat in 10 minutes in 2020. He's also eaten 9.8 pounds of pork ribs in 12 minutes and 4.5 pounds of steak in 8 minutes, 78 matzo balls in 8 minutes. He's 41. Jenna and Barbara Bush, former first twins. I did not know they were twins, is 43. Jerry Ferrara, that's Turtle on Entourage. He's 45. Joel Kinnaman, RoboCop, AMC's The Killing, and Rick Flag in Suicide Squad is 45. Donovan McNabb, longtime Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, is 48. Christina Applegate is 53. Bernie Kosar, Cleveland Browns quarterback legend, is 61. Amy Grant is 64. John Larroquette from Night Court is 77. And Ben Stein.
Oh, yeah. Bueller.
Didn't he have some sort of trouble? Didn't something happen? And that's why we don't see Ben Stein anymore?
No, he's like old.
Yeah,
and
he's as old
You
as.
sure about that? I thought he got himself
He made
into some drama.
He put out a documentary where he debated atheist, and people got mad about
he
that.
talks, economics a lot on TV. And
Yeah, win Ben Stein's money and all those
Yeah,
things.
I got to see him one day in person. He walked past me. I was like, "Hey, there he is."
yeah,
That's
maybe
Ben
he had a
Stein.
big cocaine problem
I'm like, hello.
last year.
Hello, Scott. He's 80 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Lady Lynn. And today's birthday girl's been in 75 fine films, including, let's see if you guys could pick up a theme here.
Okay.
Okay, she was in American Plumpers 5 and 9. She was in The Big Ass Bonanza. She was in Big and Busty 3, The Curvy Party Girl, Heavy Hitters 3, Jelly Belly Girl 7, Large Lovin' 5, Plump Milfs 7. Did you get it yet?
Solid B cup.
And who could forget a role in 2017's Go Big or Go Home 8? Lady Lynn is 48 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with your Sex Time fun facts. What is sledging?
Whoa.
It's a new
Sledging.
dating thing.
Sledging.
Sledgehammer.
3 ways guys are affected by makeup and fast food on a first date. Yes or no? All that and more Sex Time fun facts next.
There is.
Just talking about football. You guys want to know how we did in the Pick'em Challenge?
Yeah.
Anybody see already?
I haven't counted.
All right, it is. It's week 12. It is Fast Lane 8, Riz Show 3. We've won the last 2 weeks in a row.
That's right.
All right, going for 3 in a row.
Heck yeah.
Riz Show, Fast Lane. Let's lay it out, Moon. How did we do?
All right, the overall leader for the week with 9.
And you're talking for the Riz Show.
I'm talking for both teams. 9.
9.
That's me.
All right, 9.
And learn.
Oh, really? Yes.
Dang, nice.
Let's go.
Yeah, we both. Nope, that's it. And then
On the Fast Lane side,
Fast Lane, Stalter and Kai and BK both had 9.
both had 9. So our 2 top scorers, 9. Their 2 top scorers, 9.
That's right.
Then,
At 8, King Scott
Yeah.
all right.
and Kerry Davis. So that cancels.
Heard of him?
And Rafe Williams.
Rafe Williams.
Yeah, there we go. Points.
And Jamie Rivers.
Rivers, okay, so that's top 2 scorers, 9.
Ding ding.
Then you got 2 on each team at 8.
That's right.
Tied so far.
Tied so far.
This is looking good.
And then,
At 7, Scott Rizzuto
I mean, I'm in last place for our team, but I'm okay with
Sorry
that.
about that.
and Andrew Marsh.
All right, so we're tied.
Wow.
We're tied going into Monday Night Football. Now, what makes it even more interesting, Moon, you have the Ravens tonight.
That's right.
King Scott, you have the Ravens tonight. Mm-hmm. Rafe, you got the Ravens tonight. I've got the Ravens tonight. Learn
Oh, no.
has the Chargers.
Oh.
Anthony Stalter has the Ravens tonight. Kerry Davis, Ravens. Rivers, Ravens. Marsh, Ravens. And BK, Chargers.
Oh.
So we're gonna tie.
So it's going to go down to the tiebreaker.
It's no matter what. Okay.
We got
It's going to
this.
go down to the tiebreaker. It's a score thing.
We got this.
And I honestly did pick the perfect score this time, so
Thanks,
we're
Scott.
okay.
Appreciate
Good.
that.
Dude,
That helps.
if we'd have just... I pitched the Cleveland Browns on Thursday.
I mean,
It was a long shot. I just said, hey, do we ride the Lightning? And do we all go Cleveland?
everybody but
We'd be
BK.
sitting pretty.
That was the stupid Steelers, right?
the Steelers.
I'm
the
telling
Steelers,
you, had I gone Browns, the
Cleveland.
Steelers would have won. The Steelers are cursed. They're the dumbest crap team on earth.
Only one of the 10 picked
Yeah.
I'm telling
the
you.
Browns, and that was BK.
We're in that weird time of year where these teams that are out of it are going to start going for it on fourth down, doing crazy stuff. I mean, the Panthers took the Chiefs to the wire yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
You're
It
getting
was
everybody's best shot now.
There was a
'cause
couple-
Everyone's out of it.
couple upsets. It was a wild.
Commanders.
it was a
That
wild
was
week.
an upset game. I mean, there was a couple. There was a couple games yesterday that could have gone either way, but
The curse does get passed around, though. Falcons had it last year, and now it's the Steelers. If I vote on the Steelers to win, make sure you go loss. And if I vote on them to lose, then make sure you go win. Because it's whatever I do, it's the opposite. The Steelers will do the opposite.
So if we win the tiebreak, we've crawled out of the basement, and it's 8-4.
8-4.
And all of a sudden, it's not a route anymore. Or a route. I don't know what the right nomenclature is.
I think it's route.
I think it is too. And it's 8-4. We're halfway home, baby.
And we're still on this, guys.
Are we the, who's the team that did it last year? The Eagles?
Are we the comeback kings?
There's always Corey
Oh, man.
Feldman, comeback
Yeah,
kings, dude.
Don't
There's
call it
always a
comeback.
team every year that's like, oh, they're out of it. And then they win like 6 in a row on the back half of the season. And you're like, they got in at 8-8.
Guys, we're the undersack.
Here they come. They're the
Undersack.
comeback kings.
What do we say? The
Here they come.
Undaries.
Undaries.
We are the testicular torsion for the fast lane.
We are. It's right here.
We got them twisted up right now, dude. We got Rivers and Stalter's little cojones all twisted up right now.
Let's get the tiebreaker tonight, and then we'll talk
point.
about being the comeback kings tomorrow.
Yeah, good
Okay.
point.
Okay.
Could all
So
go.
it doesn't matter who wins tonight. I don't care if the Ravens or the Chargers win. Either way, I'm getting shot tomorrow 3 times. That sucks.
I hate this.
I got 3 shots coming my way tomorrow, but it'll make it all the more sweeter if we win that tiebreaker.
Yeah, it didn't hurt as bad last week knowing we won.
If the Chargers win, it's going to be a wild tiebreaker because everybody's scores are going to be pretty off. Because the majority of us went Ravens. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh, no. So
Every point matters with these tiebreakers.
who did
You're
I
fine.
pick?
You
who
picked the
did
Chargers.
I know,
the
but what
Chargers.
if I didn't pick well? I'm not good
Oh,
at
you
the
did great.
tiebreaker
No, you're
scoring.
perfect.
Oh, God, what if it comes
goes.
down to this?
It's fine. You're fine.
Lord.
You're fine. You're fine. All right, let's do this.
she has the Chargers winning 3-1.
No.
I thought it was 3 touchdowns.
I do it by divisibility of 7. I know.
Smart.
You're good.
All right, Sex Time Fun Facts sponsored by.
Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
All right, we'll start with this. As we approach Christmas, cold weather brings along the rise of a peculiar dating trend. I've never heard of this. It's called sledging. Would anybody like to know, or before I tell you what it is, would anybody like to take a guess as to what sledging means?
Sledging.
Cold weather dating?
Well,
Miss Sludge.
so it's coming up now, so this has to be a Thanksgiving and a Christmas thing. Sledging. Sledding? Sludging.
Sledging and edging.
Oh, edging.
No,
Sledding and
nothing
edging.
to do with edging.
Sledding? Anything to do with sledding?
Sledging.
Oh. It's getting in a relationship so you can have a partner to go sled or ski or snowboard or
Well,
something.
the activity of sledging is traveling or sliding downhill over snow on a sled. That's the definition of sledging. So what is that in
Sledging
Riding out
refers
the winter.
to single Gen Zers intentionally dragging somebody along through the winter season.
Yeah.
Delaying a breakup to avoid being single during the coldest months of the year. So what the hell is the difference between that and cuffing season?
Right.
Well,
Good
cuffing
point.
You're
is
in agreement.
going out.
Sledging, you're already in.
Yeah.
Cuffing, you get into one.
Yeah.
You get into one so you can have somebody. Sledging is you don't break up with them so you don't lose somebody.
It's Peter Gabriel.
Sledging
So this
is on the back end. You're dragging somebody along for the ride.
Sledge. Just sledging.
This cuffing season has always been about finding a relationship for the winter, but in this case, it's not about genuine connection. Instead, sledgers continue to date somebody even though they are not romantically interested, simply to avoid being alone during the cold weather.
Sledge.
And a romance expert warned about this toxic dating trend in an article, big article in the Post. He said Gen Z should look out for the signs that they're being sledged. This could be a toxic thing and a red flag. It plays with people's emotions and fosters short-term satisfaction. Sledging.
You sledging me, bro, on God?
Now,
Okay.
according to a survey involving over 600 daters, 15% of Zoomers routinely string along their seasonal partners for sex, companionship, or to avoid those annoying "why are you still single" questions from nosy family members during the holiday season.
Just lie to your family when they ask you that and say, make up George Glass. You don't have to string somebody along and ruin their holiday.
Just tell your family it's none of their damn business
That's right.
and to stay out of your personal affairs.
Yes.
Well, wait till you get your Christmas presents, then tell them.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You could print out a member of this show and be like, this is my boyfriend.
So
or
what's
girlfriend.
what's the main reason for sledging? 50% of sledgers stated they wanted a companion to cuddle with in the winter. 60% said they wanted a partner with whom they could have sex. 40% claimed they wanted to avoid feeling lonely.
So it sounds like you're in a relationship. Why does it have to be why does this need to be a thing, a sledging? So you're just
Because we need a term for everything.
People need to work on loneliness, dude. You gotta figure that out. And how are you supposed to do that if you're always with somebody? If you're doing this cuffing
Well,
and sledging and all that kind of
I've
stuff, you
got
gotta
a
figure out how to be alone but not lonely. They're not synonymous. It's a
I've got a
totally
stat for
different
you
thing.
a little later on that kind of touches upon that.
What do you mean about loneliness?
Yeah, like dealing with loneliness.
Yeah, you gotta like put the screen down, take a walk, like actually get to know yourself, talk to yourself, let your thoughts actually have a place.
Who handles it better, being alone, women or men?
women.
You sure?
Yeah. I am.
Okay, well I'll jump into it now.
Go.
I'll jump into this now because there was. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Okay. Who ages slower as far as. It's hard to. Okay, let me just start. Let me just go with this.
Okay.
So, men who get married age slower than those who don't.
Yes, heard that.
But the same cannot necessarily be said for women.
Right. You're wearing us out.
So the research recently published in a big medical journal took a look at how getting married impacts the process of growing old. And there are some definite inequalities when it comes to women and men. So experts track the health and well-being of adults aged 45 to 85 over a period of 20 years to understand how their marital status impacted their health, looking at a list of markers to determine whether or not each participant had aged what they're calling successfully. Physical health, mental health, social wellness, self-perception related to age were all considered when making, like, what is a successful getting older.
Right.
Overall, the study showed married men aged more successfully than guys who have never been married. But that's only if they stay married. Separation, divorce, or the death of a spouse, negative impact. Married women, on the other hand, did not age much differently than their female counterparts who never got married. Now, those who did get hitched and then unhitched were shown to be at a disadvantage over their married and single friends, however. Now, this may be linked to the fact that women enjoy flying solo a lot more than men.
Yeah. I get that. I have a ton of women in my life who have been divorced or people have passed and they don't remarry, they don't partner up.
A recent study published found that women were happier being on their own. Less likely to want a significant other, more sexually satisfied and more content overall.
That's great.
Yeah, I wonder when you go deeper on this, like how that would affect it. Like a woman that never gets married, probably very much intended to never get married the whole time, and was like preparing to be better suited for being happy and like aging successfully, like you said. Like I don't know, I'm not sure.
I don't know about that's the whole that they had that as a goal. I know plenty of people that would have loved to have met somebody and just never have. I know more women that had never have than my male friends. That I mean, I feel like all my male friends have swooped in, partnered up. I have a couple who have never been married or anything like that, but I have a lot more. Yeah.
Maybe this shows.
I feel like men on the whole
need you, ladies.
can be more dependent, and I got a feeling that there are fewer dudes that went a lifetime of not being married than women that went an entire lifetime not being married that did it deliberately.
And here's what the experts say.
Does that make sense?
The experts say that women age more successfully if they're they're
Single.
fine alone.
Yeah.
Because they're more likely to have supportive friendships.
Sure.
To fall back on.
Okay.
And because romantic relationships are less beneficial for them because they're more likely to take on a larger share of household duties and have their sexual pleasure undervalued, which is what this study says.
Interesting.
That tracks. My mom's been single for a long time, and she's got a little gaggle of gals that are all in the same boat. They hang out, they talk, they take trips together. Usually most of my single
my
friends...
mom as well has got a good amount of friends, and they travel around and they do things together. And
single dudes that age have bar friends. They meet every day at 4 o'clock at the bar. They don't actually know anything about it.
Yeah, it's not as deep of a support
or
system.
they stay in. Or they don't do anything.
They're not as well built for it.
They're not kicking it. They're just like they go. I think single like older men are more likely to like go up and sit at the bar at the VFW.
Yeah.
Hang out with like
if they
I would
do
call
anything.
drinking buddies.
Plus, I feel
not deep friendships.
I feel like loneliness. So let's take a 35-year-old and a 35-year-old gal and a 35-year-old dude, and let's say they're both equally lonely. I think the gal is a stronger person and is better suited for figuring out that loneliness and being totally satisfied alone, whereas the guy is gonna fall apart.
Well,
but I mean, there's a lot of incels out there. You know what we're talking about? We're talking about incel fellas.
Retreat into himself and just not do anything.
In an unhealthy way. That's what I'm saying. Deal with the loneliness less healthy.
Or if they are going to go out, it's going to be at the VFW.
That's what I mean. Like, I think women are better. They're just stronger and better suited to handle that in a healthy way. And guys are just a disaster.
Because they know they have deeper friends. Like, Tom Sakar has a great bit when he's like, being married has opened my eyes to some things. And it's like the men we don't know as much about our friends as our wives do. And he's like, she'll be like, oh, Sharon, yeah, she's a Pisces. She doesn't like that. And honestly, she had a hard time in college. And be like, what's going on with Doug? And he's like, I don't know.
I forgot.
We
Doug's
both like
last
beer.
name.
Get off my ass. He goes, it's like kindergarten friendships. Like, we both like the color blue. We're doing fine. It's like, we know nothing about each other.
Yeah.
It's like,
weird.
you know, like the most surface level things about one another. And so there's no like real vulnerability or trust in male friendships.
Yeah, women love community. I'm just thinking of all my single girlfriends that aren't looking for a man, don't want any part of a relationship. They are doing just fine, but they have that community, whether family or friendships, their work relationships that they have built around them.
And you're better able to build that community.
I don't think this is to say that these single women don't want to be married.
Sure, some
It's
do.
just if they're not, I think they're better equipped to handle it than guys. According to the numbers.
Would you also say that given all even statistics, that a gal who doesn't want to be alone would find it an easier job
To get a guy? Yes.
than
Yeah.
a guy
Yes.
who doesn't want to be alone. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like
100%.
especially in older ages, I feel like
Yeah.
the gals have the upper
Women
hand.
have it. Yeah.
You ever
of course.
seen a divorced guy get released back out into the wild?
It's sad.
Man, it's like they open the cage door for the animal, and the animal just kind of like wanders out. And just tries to go back into the cage. Like,
No, you can't come back here.
Get out of here! It's like Harry and the Hendersons.
You're free.
Get
You're
out!
free
I
now.
don't love you. Get away!
You're free now. Go to the woods and find a mate. I don't know what to do. I've been domesticated for so long.
He's like here in pleated khakis and New Balance shoes with the fanny pack on, wandering through the woods.
Yeah, if it's a nature doc, they come back a week later and the female's gone and has re-entered the forest.
Yeah.
The male's body is right by the
The
fence.
male,
Because you know what the problem is.
The male's dead body is at the fence, and they've they figured out that it died 2
I'll tell you
days
what,
later.
The female's built a shelter and like has a fire pit, and the guy's just in a hollow log.
Yeah, waiting for somebody to feed
This
it.
is my house now.
She just walked down the street, pointed at the guys like, "Hey, we're dating now." He's like, "Okay."
Okay.
Yeah.
You know why?
Right.
Because guys in their mind, if they were ever to be released back in the wild, they still think they're in their 20s and they could just go out and just, I'm going to score 1,000. I'm going to get laid every night. Well, reality hits them, and it's not that way. Son,
You got to put in
you're
the
not
work.
a son anymore. You're in your late 40s.
No, it could happen again, but you have to put in the work. You got to go
Yeah.
give yourself a makeover. And guys don't want to do any of that stuff.
Guys don't
They're
wanna
like,
do that.
I want to stay exactly the same. I don't want to change anything. If you actually put effort into maybe getting in shape or going to therapy or whatever the hell the problem is, you will do okay. You just don't.
I wore my best Denver Broncos jersey out last night, and no one wanted to hook
Women
up.
will
Nobody
get
noticed.
themselves in shape.
Yeah, we we stop eating. We're stressed out. We cry every emotion out. And we go to therapy. We deal with
And you
ourselves.
pull
we get
yourself
back
up by the bootstraps and you
we
get out there.
Right.
Breakup diet is a good
love
diet both ways.
Anyway.
A good breakup will drop 20
Oh, my
pounds
gosh,
and just
it's so
slide
true.
right off of me.
You know what I always say? Women can go to a bar without a cent and drink all night for free.
So
All.
I don't know.
Yes.
Depends on the place.
We should put me in some. So we should make me up looking crazier than I do, and put me at a bar. See
You'd
what
do
happens.
fine.
Yeah, you would do great.
Like a
Get out of
prosthetic
there.
face.
You'll be
It wouldn't be
fine.
fair putting you in there. We'd have to put Scott in there and shave his beard and pretend he's a gal.
Let's both do it. You will get a makeover. You never have looked better in your life.
All right.
I will get a make under where I somehow,
Any bar.
and we'll go to
And
Helen's.
a woman walks up to a group of guys and goes, hey, can somebody buy me a drink?
No, that's not what I'm going to do. You're talking about being at a bar.
I'm just
no woman
I'm
ever walks up and
telling-
goes, "Okay, I'm here."
No, I'm telling you.
Well,
Yo, you look like you. There's a particular bar. What's that one in Clayton? You walk in before your ID is back
Napoli?
in your pocket. Yes.
Oh, you got to
before
be
your
blonde to get free drinks at Napoli.
No.
Oh, yeah.
You're
Oh,
wrong.
trust.
You
I
can
went
get a
there
free
when I was
drink
single.
anywhere
I have done
you
the
go to.
research. Listen, I
You
was
can get a free
brunette.
drink anywhere you go.
What a
My
spot.
hot ass friend Stephanie, before she was married, she and I, two brunettes. Here we go. We're going to Napoli and Clayton. This is 25,000 years ago. Walk in. Everybody's fake tatas, blonde, gorgeous. We got nothing. We're sitting there going, we look kind of.
You're drinking free all night. You are not buying yourself.
Yeah.
I did it.
Before,
I did. Yeah, I did. We got that. We went to Helen's. We knew where to go. And then we drank for free there.
See?
But Helen's is my people. Napoli, not so much.
Yeah, but there is no oasis for us.
Yeah, there is no oasis for
Like,
us.
we keep going down the line, Tom. We're still.
We're not getting free drinks anywhere.
Oh, man.
Okay,
Well,
fine.
maybe.
You struck out at Napoli.
Prism.
Oh yeah.
I still believe there had to be a reason. Had to be a
Just
reason.
got my hair looking great. I mean, we looked great that night.
I'm
Nothing.
not getting free drinks at a gay bar.
You were putting out a vibe. It was something.
No, we
you,
weren't, dude.
You must have walked in. You must have walked in with
totally cool.
a sign on your back or something.
We just didn't look.
That said, don't buy free
Hot.
yeah,
drinks.
I don't
don't
know.
buy drinks.
Don't buy me drinks. Okay, let's talk about first dates for a second here. It's not uncommon to drop a lot of money on dinner for a first date. It is uncommon to drop a lot of money at Taco Bell for a first date. So a new survey asked 3,000 single men and women how they'd feel about a fast food first date. Thoughts? Fast food first date.
Not the first date. I'm gonna say no.
No, it's a no for you.
If it's a Starbucks coffee date in the afternoon, that's different to me. But if a guy's like, all right, let's go to Taco Bell, I'd be like, oh, we're not putting any effort into this first date at all. I'm not saying we have to go to like Annie Gunn's, but
Well,
go
like
somewhere kind of
you
normal.
said this before too. Like first dates aren't. When we were dating, first dates were like dinner. You spent decent money.
Yeah.
Nowadays, first date is the coffee meetup, like you just mentioned. So maybe that's where. And Starbucks is considered fast food, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a drive-through.
But that's going for coffee.
Yeah,
I know,
Go
but
for
in,
coffee,
but in
so you're out
this,
in 30
but in
minutes.
this day
is
and
a-
age,
If they stink.
Fast food first date.
obviously, all of us are going to be out. And even if we're not out, we're going to virtue signal and say that we're out.
like if we've been on the apps and people listen to the show know that I'm obsessed with Filet-O-Fish from McDonald's. Let's say I start I'm out there in the dating scene. I'm on the apps. Listener of the show wants to take me out. And he's like, hey, I know how you like Filet-O-Fish. That's kind of sweet because I'm like, okay, he knows that I love it. That's one
But
thing.
random guy at the place, you're getting free drinks.
Yeah, you go to Napoli
like,
and he
hey,
takes
girl.
you out on your first date.
I want to take you out tonight, or I'm going to take you out this week.
Okay.
Okay. I'll pick you up at 8,
Right on.
and you go to Arby's.
First of all,
got
don't
the
even get
meats.
out of the car.
Yeah, I don't eat the
Refuse, lock the door, and take his car.
Yeah, no thanks.
Taking you to Arby's. What a joker of a human.
I'm taking you to Chick-fil-A. All right, I'm taking you to McDonald's. No.
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 Well, my wife and I, our first official date, I had her dress up. I dressed up, and then we went to Cracker Barrel.
Cute.
And that was fun.
At least
That's
you're sitting
adorable.
down. I mean,
Yeah.
at least
Hell
somebody's
yeah.
bringing you food.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not fast food.
So it was good. I was like, we're going somewhere
Did you buy
really
her
fancy.
Something from the gift shop?
No, but I did
Oh,
take her
man.
bowling afterwards.
Oh,
You go to a
Mr.
fast food
Romance.
place.
barrel and bowling.
Going to a fast food place is for teenagers.
Yeah, that's all right. Like before prom.
And a lot of first dates are happening for teenagers.
Well, 54% of men fine for fast food first date. 66% of women would be okay with it.
Huh.
If you're 16, that's fine.
Well,
you
that's
ain't get the
different,
money
yeah.
to be doing different
I
things.
think under
18.
yeah.
If
Or
you're 18,
22
if you're
maybe.
18 though, and you're dating somebody, take them to a nice dinner.
Well, when asked what their top choice for a fast food first date would be, number one answer, Chick-fil-A.
Classy.
Then McDonald's. Then Dairy Queen. Then Wendy's. Then Subway.
Subway.
Eat fresh.
What are we doing? Are we,
KFC, Burger King, Popeyes. In Hawaii, Taco Bell. So, yeah, that's a thing. Fast food first date. People are down with it. In fact, most people are down with it. A study last year found men tend to be more attracted to women when they wear more or less makeup.
Oh, probably less.
A study last year found that men tend to be more attracted to women when they wear less makeup than usual. But that doesn't mean we want no makeup.
Yeah. There's the grip treatment every day in Tim's life. I was looking at myself last night, thinking to myself, because I have a lot of marks on my face and acne scars. Like when I take my makeup off, you can see it. And whatever, this is who I am. But I was looking at myself last night, and I also shaved the peach fuzz off of my face. And I was like, as I'm having my whole experience in the bathroom yesterday, I'm like, my God. Like, what am I? Wow. Like I had the perspective of Tim looking back at me like I'm going like, he's got to love me. Like he's just got to love me because otherwise this is horrendous sometimes, as we all are. I'm not saying I'm special in that way.
Again, I'm saying it, less makeup, fine, but that doesn't mean no makeup.
Right.
Now, here are the 3 ways men are affected by all that junk you plaster on your face every day. Okay, so number 1, eyeshadow makes men more likely to message you on dating apps.
Okay.
Eyeshadow
As does breathing.
makes them more likely to message you on a dating app.
You guys like eyeshadow on chicks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I tell you what, man, I'm of both camps. I very much, the Southern Illinois in me, I like a big, glammed up, trashy looking.
Hell yeah, dude.
I like my women just
I
a
do.
little
That
on
song is
the
about me,
trashy
dude. I'm like,
side.
I hate admitting it, but like sometimes I'm like, yeah, I want to cake it on.
Well, check this out. So
Just for a night.
women who have at least one photo with eyeshadow get 139% more messages on dating apps.
I gotta do it right.
139% more messages. Eyeshadow.
That's a lot.
Guys will stare at you longer if you're wearing lipstick.
Yeah, lipstick's cool.
A study found the average guy stared at photos of women in red lipstick for 7.3 seconds. Pink lipstick was next.
I do too.
At 6.7 seconds.
Woman's got a nice tone of lipstick on. I'll just be like, I'm like, yes, girl.
When I wear it, they look forever.
And again, these are ways that men are affected by all the makeup you put on. Men respect you more. Now, according to a study, you're seen as being more competent, likable, and trustworthy when you have makeup on, as long as it's not too much makeup. As long as it's not too much. There's a sweet spot.
Yeah, there is.
Remember Mimi from the Drew Carey show?
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's too much makeup.
Best. That's the dream right there.
That's too much makeup.
I'm envious of chicks that can rock they wear a lot of makeup, but it doesn't look like a lot.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing my makeup the same way since high school. And cat eye, eyeliner, little bronzer, little, makeup coverage. But my girlfriends that can just contour and make their face look so beautiful, I'm like, gosh, damn it.
It's crazy.
Love it.
Makeup's come a long way, dude. Some of some professional makeup artists that do like everybody. She does like Reba and Tanya Tucker, and she lives in Nashville, and she always looks. She looks like a dime.
The
constantly.
fact that they can now like airbrush stuff on.
Yeah,
It's so great.
Wild.
You give me some of that smoky eye glam eyeshadow though, with long fake lashes.
It's all to taste.
I'm a piece of trash for that. I really do.
It's all cyclical to taste, though. Like remember, like when gals are doing that weird blue-green crap that made your eyes disappear in like 2002. Everybody was into that, and then we look back and we go, "God, what a hideous look!"
Hey, speak for yourself, pal.
Or making
that's what
women
I'm saying,
making their
like,
eyes look more
the cat eye thing.
Yeah, the cat eye thing.
Yeah.
Love it. Huge fan.
Yeah, I'm saying like it kind of like morphs into what we like, and then we.
Yeah,
It's
I like
nice to see a throwback every now
I
and
like
then.
eyeshadow. Yeah.
You like
Doesn't bother me.
eyeshadow?
I'll even take the old raccoon eyes of the turn of the century.
The day after?
Just the thick.
Oh.
The line on
The eyeliner.
top and
where
bottom?
it's Top and bottom, where I'm just like, you throw that at me every once in a while. I'm a piece of garbage.
And finally, this seems like a dangerous place to be able to get married on a whim, but the first wedding chapel located inside a liquor store
All right.
has opened up in New Orleans. The store is called Chuck's, and the venue itself is Chuck's Chapel.
Cute.
They put a small stage with a couple church pews and a stained glass window. It's right next to the refrigerated section where they sell 40s. I mean, honestly, when you walk down the aisle, you literally walk down an aisle of the store. And the first couple got married there last weekend. The officiant was an Elvis impersonator, so yep.
Wow.
It's classy.
Do you take her? Yep.
Honky tonk and burn on
The groom said that he and his new wife decided to go for it because they both, quote, love to drink. These two. You know what? These two are going to make it. These two are going to make it. Here's
the old fashioned makeup, actually. Drinking.
Here's what the happy couple sounded like.
We just love to drink, and we figured it perfect when Vince came out and told us about it, and we said, yeah, let's do it.
Not no ordinary wedding.
Right.
Not no ordinary wedding.
Anybody who won't get married like that, it's more than welcome right here, because it's awesome.
We're all about love here. We're all about family. And New Orleans is the greatest city in the world. We're the best city in the world to get married in. You're welcome to get married at Chuck's.
Yep, the wedding packages start at $500, and they have a tasting room big enough to host a small reception for like 20 people.
Not no ordinary wedding.
Yep. I think he had all his teeth in, the groom.
Wow.
For his big day.
That's nice.
Gotta look your best.
Yeah, of course you do.
We look better and better as the night goes on there.
You gotta get some sort of discount.
I'm sure
on
you get a
booze.
discount, decent price on booze.
Get married here, 5% off Fireball.
Right on.
Oh yeah.
Sign me up.
All right, we'll take a break. What'd you say, Rick?
Nothing. Go ahead.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with the sex toy of the week, and then maybe, just maybe, we'll play a Metallica song. First Metallica song of the day, and you have a chance to win $1,000. And you have a chance to co-host the show with us one morning next week, or next month. Sex toy of the week coming up here in just a second, and the guy who has a comedy special coming out today is the guy that's going to tell us all about it.
Yeah, baby. That's right. At 10 a.m., Don't Tell Comedy's YouTube. My special is coming out, and I'm going to be on there at 10 a.m. responding to comments, hopefully positive. Preferably positive, but I'll be on there monitoring comments, responding. Go in there, drop your Team Riz number, drop your Riz Show credentials, whatever you got. I'll be in there when the special airs at 10 a.m. responding to comments, because all those likes, comments, and shares and stuff actually help me out a lot getting it into the algorithm. So if you have the time, get on there, leave a comment, even if it's something silly, share it and like it and all that jazz, because it actually does matter. I appreciate you. It'll be at 10 a.m.
And what, it's like 20 minutes long?
Yeah, it's like 17 minutes, I believe. It's not a huge time commitment.
It's not a huge commitment.
Go to the bathroom, lock the door. Let's have some fun together.
All right, 10 o'clock. Don't Tell Comedy. All right, Rafe, let's finish out Sex Time Fun Facts.
But do tell.
Now, I believe Moon has one of these already, but I'm going to let you...
I hope not, because
Maybe it's an update.
I hope it's a new one. Black Friday's right around the corner. What do you get for a man who has everything? That's always the problem around Christmas time, you know?
Right.
I'll tell you what you get him. Get him one of these. Get him a Hummer hands-free suck machine.
I'm sorry, what?
I said a Hummer hands-free
Yeah,
suck
Moon, this
machine.
is the new model.
The new one, yeah.
This is the new one.
This is the 3.0.
Time to throw away the old one.
This is the
Gasoline
monster
or
milker
electric?
here.
No, this is a 50-50 gas oil mix.
Yeah, dude. You gotta prime it. You gotta prime
How
it
do
and
you
pull
do
the
that?
choke back. And it actually has it has a turtle and a rabbit on it, so you can for speed. $299 on Adam and Eve, 3.5 stars. Or Black Friday sale on Amazon, $249.
Is that true? They
$50
sell
off.
this on Amazon?
100% true.
Oh,
Black
100%
Friday
true.
deal? Pretty cool.
Christmas has come early. Can I get that Prime Rush tomorrow?
Yes, you can.
Here we go.
Right now.
The ultimate job. We guarantee it. Sucks up to 109 times a minute for amazing oral. Promises you one of the best experiences you've ever had. Isn't something your friends at Adam and Eve do lightly. But after seeing how this machine works and listening to our sex toy testers, we're positive that this sex machine will blow you away, pun intended. With its amazing power, intense suction, and mouth-like sensations. And if this groundbreaking sex machine doesn't perform up to your standard, you can return it under our satisfaction guaranteed policy, but you won't.
By the way, Moon has looked up different machines they have up on.
Oh, no, this is my orders.
Oh,
Yeah, these are your
orders.
passwords. Yeah, dude.
different
Go up and look at that one.
Oh, am I
Scroll
signed
up
in
real
on King
quick.
Scott's thing? Oh,
My
yeah.
God.
What's the warranty?
What a monstrosity that is.
Rafe, there's one at the top with two handles on the side.
Yeah, wait. And this one's warranty again on that?
It holds your phone. That's
like
sweet
one of
as
And it
hell.
holds your phone.
Looks like one of those shark.
This
Oh, it
one
does.
has like
Looks
a milker on it. The
got a
Hummer
pencil
hands free
sharpener.
is a whole. It's a whole nother sex system. Okay, this is for beginners. This is for the real deal. Sit back with your favorite movie, or just close your eyes and let your imagination go wild as the Hummer hands-free machine gives you what other sex toy testers call the ultimate thrill. This groundbreaking sex machine uses an extremely high-powered pump to create intense suction whenever, wherever, and however you want it. By rapidly turning the suction on and off, the machine causes the sleeve to automatically move up and down all by itself. This is why it's called hands-free, boys. Hop on, lay back, hands behind your head, and let things happen. It feels so much more like the real thing. It's scary, scary, awesome.
So cool, dude.
Moon's got one pulled up that's got like, it looks like a saddle, like in a leather carrying
Like
case.
what you would put your binoculars in, only your binoculars are your ding dong.
I believe that's called a clutch.
It's got a strap to go around your neck
And your
fanny
hips.
pack.
and your hips.
And you have to watch your
Hands-free.
favorite movie when you do that?
Why would you need something to look that nice for what you're doing to that thing? That is
videos.
leather bound.
I'm a classy boy.
Why won't you got to be in style.
Wow.
Oh
Okay.
God.
Anyway, Rafe.
I don't remember where I was at.
It feels so much like the real thing, it's almost scary.
To sweeten up the deal even more, the Hummer features multiple pleasure modes. There are 5 intensity levels ranging from soft and gentle all the way up to golf ball through a garden hose. There are also 5 speeds which control how fast it goes. At max power, it can deliver 109 suction impulses a minute for a truly mind-blowing experience that will leave you cross-eyed and seeing stars. You can control the intensity and speed separately, giving you 25 different styles. Mix and match your settings. Recreate your favorite techniques of some of the best jobs you've had in the past, or develop new ones you've only dreamed about. It's a mouth party menu, and each option is even better than the last. And don't forget the Hummer's realistic feeling sleeve. The sleeve is designed for maximum movement, allowing it to move up and down and squeeze as well. As a bonus, the sleeve even glows in the dark for fun under the covers.
Wow, glows in the dark.
What more could you want? Let's get to a couple quick
That's pretty
reviews.
amazing.
We're there, guys. I mean, technology's come so far.
It's incredible.
I'm going to give you fair reviews. I got a 5, a 3, and a 1. Here's the 5. 5 out of 5 stars. I admit I was skeptical, but this is as close to the real thing as possible. The speed and vibration controls are nice. It's not loud, but it makes a noise like a low hum. Squirt Lover 69. All right. Next up, 3 out of 5 stars. Headline, total waste of money. Review, just use your woman. Erica. I think that might have been an upset girlfriend.
3
Erica.
out of 5.
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. She still liked it, but she was upset.
Even though it's a total waste of money, 3 out of 5.
Total waste of money, was taking work away from her. And finally, 1 out of 5 stars, not for men with skinny Johnsons. Not going to lie, I'm a single guy. Bought this on a whim, didn't expect much compared to costlier options. Well, it certainly works. Does better than anticipated. But has it earned its 270 USD? For those unsure, you got to have more than 1 1/4 inch girth, or you won't get a seal. It's in the instructions that they don't show you on Amazon. Way to go, Amazon. If you have a thin dong, it won't grab onto the sides, and it makes you feel bad about yourself.
This whole thing should make you feel bad about yourself.
I know, 1 out of 5. That's the thing that made him feel bad. 1 out of 5 stars, Brian Eldred. He put his last name in the review.
Oh, my God.
There you go.
Brian with the thin penis.
The Skinny John.
All right, there you
Hummer
go.
hands-free suck machine. Get it now while
There it
supplies
is.
last.
Black Friday deals on Amazon.
You better get it.
too.
$250 is a good
That
deal.
is the sex toy of the week. Thank you.
Thank you.
And this is Metallica, and Metallica is the band that King Scott picked.
That's right.
For Monday's Face the Music. So you're listening for Metallica all day long. From now until midnight, if you hear a Metallica song, please open up your Point Mobile app, tap on King Scott's face, and you have a chance to win $1,000 and a chance to co-host the show with us. All right, so who's cooking Thursday? Are you guys cooking everything at your house, Moon, or are you getting it catered?
No, we are going out of town. My aunt and cousin, I believe, are cooking everything. I think Mallory is making some stuff for my parents, they're staying behind.
Right, okay. Lauren, you going to your mom's house?
Yeah, my mom, my sister, and I.
Are you
will
cooking
cook.
anything?
I haven't talked to her about it yet, honestly. We've talked about pie. We got our priorities
You got the
straight.
bases covered.
No, but it'll be a plethora of things.
Did you say a plethora?
A plethora.
So you're not cooking anything here and then bringing it over there?
Not yet. I mean, she hasn't said.
I mean,
jack
it's
to me.
Thursday.
I know. Honestly, we're weird. We like the wine. We like pie. A couple of sides.
Who's going to make the turkey?
Mom will. She'll make it.
Okay.
Mama.
I know, Rafe, you and Tina are going to Kansas City.
Yeah, booked the hotel. Me and Tina and Bo. The whole fam's going.
He's a road dog now.
All right, so
We are already talking about the food for Christmas, though.
Booked a hotel down in the Crown Plaza.
let's get through Thanksgiving first.
Well, we're getting turkey and all that from
Yeah, we're
Super
talking about
Smokers.
Easter.
Easter.
Getting that.
Are you, so where's the feast going to be?
I don't know. The hotel's got like a restaurant. They said they could make us a reservation, but honestly, man, we might just chill and I'm sure
What about
KC
Tina's
Barbecue.
parents?
They live in Washington, D.C.
Oh, I thought they
do
were in
quick
KC.
drive.
They used to live in KC. They moved to another city.
Washington, KC.
They only live in abbreviated cities. That's their thing.
Okay.
So they might move to STL one day.
One day.
Oh, we got plenty of merch waiting for them.
There are a lot of restaurants open on Thanksgiving. I had an aunt and uncle that used to go for Chinese food every Thanksgiving. They would come to our house for dessert.
That's cute.
Oh,
is
yeah.
fun.
My wife and I did a Thanksgiving. We didn't have the kids that year. And we were in central Missouri or somewhere. We were hiking. And we walked out and we're like, man, I wonder what's open. Let's just drive and see if there's any place serving food. And sure enough,
Yeah.
Chinese place. And we went in and we didn't realize, dude, this was the saddest scene ever. It was a dad or two with their kids. You could tell, like, recently divorced, and they had no idea what to do. So they just took them to the Chinese buffet.
Right.
And then there was a couple people where you look over and you go, that guy definitely just walked out of prison yesterday. and has no place to go.
Turkey fried rice, man.
Right,
But
best
the food-
meal he's ever had.
The food was freaking great. It was great. Oh, and the other one, we did Thanksgiving at Giant City State Park in Shawnee National Forest.
Oh, yeah.
And we didn't know what we were walking into, and it was heaven. You walk in, and it's like people were dressed to the nines.
Yep.
It was like fancy, and we didn't know that. And we sat down, we're waiting for a menu. No menu.
Yeah, prefix. I
They
think we
just-
talked about this last year.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So good. If you're looking for some place to go, try that. Whatever that place is called, the Lodge, Giant City State Park Lodge
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
good.
Another great spot is
Midland
any
Inn.
coastal town because, like, whenever I was out in LA, I was stuck out there. My roommate and I, we'd go to the beach every Thanksgiving and Christmas Day, and not a soul on the beach. In Santa Monica, it's just empty. Everything's closed down. It's great. You get Chinese food. You live like a king. It's fun.
Cracker Barrel's also got Thanksgiving.
Really?
They
I
do.
believe so.
That would be yummy.
That's
I
good
think
by
I
me,
can
bro.
handle that.
Target's releasing like a Hungry Man style Thanksgiving
Fine.
dish if you're alone, Pauly Shore style.
Scott, are you cooking, or are you going to Shelvina? Or
My wife is doing the cooking, I guess. She's making some potatoes and all kinds of stuff and some pies, and then the rest of the family is in charge of majority of the food.
there's a recipe going viral, and I've actually made this before. Actually, the old show, when it was Woody and Riz show, we actually made this because we heard about this so long ago. But the White Castle stuffing.
Oh, that looks good.
Have you heard of this?
Yeah.
It's not as great. We tried it. We made it. Like, we actually made it.
We just
And I
grind
brought
up the
it in.
sliders and.
White Castle's being made fun of online by claiming its burgers make really good Thanksgiving stuffing. You just chop the burgers up, you add celery, spices, chicken stock, you bake it at 350 for 35 minutes. Here's part of the viral video.
Did you know if you take original White Castle sliders with no pickle, cut or tear them into small pieces, add finely diced celery, black pepper, thyme, and sage, pour in chicken stock, and toss all of that together really well. Then spread it into a casserole dish and bake it at 350 degrees for 35 minutes or until done. You get the most unexpectedly delicious stuffing and the dish that will disappear first at your Thanksgiving gathering.
Look,
No,
Rafe,
this-
sir, he brought diarrhea with him.
I was
There
going
we
to
go.
say, this music and this tone of
The
this person's
music is
voice
too
is
much.
a little much for White Castle. Seconds. No thanks. Or leftovers.
It's also White Castle, so I kind of took it as them trying to be a little bit tongue-in-cheek with trying to make it over-the-top fancy.
No, I mean, this has been a recipe that's been
No, I know,
been around
but the
for
way they
years.
edited the commercial with the voiceover and stuff, I thought they were kind of pretending it's like elegance.
So the Instagram comments include, "It's not too late to take this post down, and if you bring this to Thanksgiving, you will never be invited again."
Brown Friday's already a thing. We don't need it to be brown avalanche.
I made this one year, and it's not great.
Dude, I just heard my favorite comment of all time. That is the greatest
It's not
comment
too
for
late to
any.
take this down.
I'm just going to start putting that on everything. It's,
Oh, the Giant City Lodge, you found it?
yeah,
They're doing
yeah.
Thanksgiving this year?
I guess so. It says Santa's going to be there December 1st.
Oh.
Place is good, man.
We used to go there for Mother's Day all the time with my
Really?
grandma.
Oh, super cool.
A lot of deer heads on the wall.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't
how you
realize
know
what
the
we were
food's
walking
good.
into. I thought like, oh
Yeah.
man, look at it, it's open.
Found in
We're
the
gonna have
heart of
this.
Southern Illinois.
Yeah, I was like, we're gonna have this place to ourselves. Nah, man, it was packed.
Oh, it looks like a lodge. It looks like a lodge.
It is. It's a lodge in the middle of a state park.
Oh, it's called Giant City Lodge. So
They got a little
makes sense.
water tower or something you climb up. Isn't that there? It's like a little 3-story thing.
They got a cave called the Fat Man Squeeze. Not politically correct down in Giant City, baby. You get in the crevice. If you're too fat, you got to back out of it.
All right, we got time for a couple emails. Moon Riz Show at 1057thepoint.com or instant feedback to the 1057 The Point mobile app.
Emails are brought to you by Kloss Furniture. Lowest prices guaranteed. We have something for everybody. Good morning to the wonderful Riz Show crew.
Morning.
Today is my birthday. No, I'm not asking for a shout out, but if you want to give me one, I don't mind. I was really hoping to get a headline goo today or someday soon. Please, thank you. Love you guys. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Team Riz member, Laura.
I would like to know these things early so I could time it out.
Happy birthday, Laura.
Laura, that's awesome.
I mean, if I could time it out, we got no time.
Maybe we'll do one this week.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hey, guys, and learn. Going to my favorite
birthday,
things holiday party in a couple weeks. Everybody picks one item that's their favorite and buys one for the rest of the group. $20 to $25 range. Wonder what you guys would choose if you were doing this. Was thinking about the popcorn maker you're always raving about, but I can't remember the name of it. Love the show. 3 out of 5
Like
stars.
just look up silicone popcorn popper.
Yeah. We get our popcorn from Ellie and Ollie. And
Right, Ella and Ollie.
Ella and Ollie, and they have some as well. So
Yeah,
that,
they go to their website. They got some great stuff on there.
Yeah,
but-
buy them a whole bundle for holidays.
Also going back to headline goo, it's finally coming out. We're doing a video series for it coming out
There
pretty
we go.
soon.
For your
Oh,
birthday.
So pretty
sweet.
excited.
You know what? You can't get it today
There
because
you
we got
go.
no time. But for
Happy
your
birthday, Laura.
It's happening.
for a whole series
Happy birthday.
for you. You know what's great is now's the time for all these holiday bundles. So a lot of great local products are doing holiday bundles.
Yeah.
Around this time of year. So for cheap.
Go to the Foundry. There's a ton of cool stuff there.
Next.
Good morning, gang. I totally understand where Riz is coming from. A few years ago, I moved in. In the move, I misplaced my driver's license. I went to my local DMV to get a reprint of my current valid driver's license. When I got up to the lady, I told her I was there, why I was there, and because I had misplaced my license, I needed to print a new one. She looks me dead in the eye and says, I need to see your license to confirm you are who you say you are. I said, I don't have my license. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I did bring my birth certificate, proof of address. Then I see her computer. She has my license pulled up on her screen. I can see my picture on the screen, looking at her, looking at me. Then she says she needs a picture ID to reprint it for me. And I said, well, is that picture good on your computer? Because that is me, and I am here.
You can't argue.
She then yelled, next.
Yep.
I took 4 trips in 2 different locations to get my license reprinted.
It's bureaucracy at its finest. But it says here I need a driver's license. So I can't go rogue. It's on the checklist. Next.
This email coming.
No, I'm just saying next as far as. I just want to tell you guys
Yeah.
that I'm finally done. My car is registered.
Yay.
That's it. It's over. The long nightmare is over. I did go back to the DMV on Friday, the Chesterfield location, next to the shack, with my little red folder. I left work a little early on Friday.
Yeah.
Zoom up there, no line, got to the front, and she goes, okay, I need a personal property tax waiver, which I had, but it did not have the proper name on it. So I said, please.
Oh, God.
Help
me. Help I can't. I was going to burst into tears.
Please help.
There's going to be a 46-year-old man with a T-shirt with a sweatshirt that said mozzarella on it, crying,
just in a puddle on your
crying at the DMV
on your tile floor.
Help me, please. And I said, where can I get this? And she goes, the closest location is Clayton. I go, oh God, please. I got to go to Clayton now.
Yeah.
So I said, can you look over? I'm going to give you my red folder. Can you look through everything to make sure that when I come back here with the personal property tax waiver with both my name and my wife's name on it, will this be sufficient to get this done?
Yes.
And she said, yes. I said, I'm coming back, and I'm going to go to you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I was just thinking about this because you're like, I got to go all the way to Clayton. A bunch of city folk in here. How does some country boy or gal do this? If you're out in the middle of nowhere.
There's as far as St. Louis County goes, there's 3 different locations you could go to.
Right, but what if you're in Nowheresville?
I'm sure there'll be a location wherever.
You can get it mailed to you.
Yeah, but if you're outside of the limits, it's less of a hassle.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I was like, why don't we have any country folk complaining about this stuff? Why is this our problem?
Yeah, because I mean, they don't have the same rules and.
They don't?
All those, yeah, the emissions things and all that.
Some have rules, some don't, but they'll have an office whatever county you're in.
Gotcha.
So the closest one to where I was 25 minutes away in Clayton. So I had to go down there, wait another 35, 45 minutes. Got that done. Went back. Went to the same woman. I walked in. I said, this is it. I got it. And we got it all done.
Thank God the nightmare is over.
Done. It's over.
What would you have done had I been thrice denied? If
that was the 5th time I went to the DMV.
If thou had been quinto denied, I don't know if that's the right word. If the next time you went back on the 5th try, when it went through, if there would have been something else, could you have contained your rage? Because I think you were at your boiling point.
I would have asked to see a manager. Like I would have asked to see a higher up. I would have carried.
You would have carried out?
I would have carried out.
Yeah. See, it's a shame you're not in Shelbina because you go up to Tim's Home Center where they sell refrigerators and washing machines and all that. It's also the DMV. And that's awesome.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's so easy.
That's amazing.
It's so great.
There's a guy that's got a good racket in Edwardsville across from the DMV. And it's just like He sells like cut rate insurance. Not cut rate. He just sells like smaller insurance, and he'll do your license and registration and all that stuff over there.
Small town.
Amazing.
And there's so many people that come just storming out of the DMV and walk right into his office, and he's like, "I'll take care of it for you. Come back tomorrow."
I would have Karen'd out, honestly. Yeah. I would have. I need to see a higher.
Well, anybody would have. That's ridiculous.
That would have been 5 or 6 times to the DMV. So, but thank you for all your support. You guys are so kind.
You're loved, man.
Yes. Time for a quick sports report. All right, Moon, what's happening?
Sports is brought to you by Jack and Coke, the popular cocktail now available in ready-to-drink can. Last Tuesday, Jim Montgomery, the coach of the Boston Bruins, was fired, despite Boston owning the best record in the league during his tenure. So on Sunday, the Blues fired Drew Bannister and installed Montgomery behind the bench.
This is a good move. Step up.
They signed Montgomery to a 5-year deal that runs through the 28-29 season. Bannister was just fired only 22 games into his first season as the team's full-time head coach, as the Blues posted a 9-12-1 record so far. He was installed as interim coach last December after Berube was fired. Blues hired him as the full-time coach this summer, signing him to a 2-year contract, so they'll have to pay that. Overall, Bannister went 39-31-6.
Listen, it's not all his fault. There's been some injuries, but it's you got to mix up a little bit. So it's a good move.
I'll just hit a couple headlines NFL style, and then we'll get into the pick'em. During the Kansas City Chiefs game against the Panthers, which, by the way, was way too close.
Yeah.
In Charlotte.
Panthers team.
Yeah, 35-year-old tight end Travis Kelce did catch a pass from quarterback Patrick Mahomes, resulting in a 19-yard reception. Kelce surpasses L.A. Chargers legend Antonio Gates to become the tight end with the 3rd most receiving yards in NFL history. Gates' record was 11,841 receiving yards. Think about that. I mean, that is a tremendous amount of yards. Kelce now has 11,854. Only 2 NFL tight ends who hold more receiving yards than Kelce are Dallas Cowboys tight end Jason Witten with 13,046 and former Chiefs player Tony Gonzalez with 15,127 yards. So
baby.
Congratulations to him. Not their greatest game, but was what it is.
Win's a win.
A lot of records, though. Mahomes tied Len Dawson in that game, too, for most touchdowns for a Chief. A lot of good stuff happening.
That's pretty awesome. A couple headlines. New report says that Aaron Rodgers is interested in playing football next year, but does not want to play for the New York Jets. That's okay. The Jets don't want him anyway.
Talking about benching him, by the way.
Yeah, former Giants quarterback Daniel Jones is expected to quickly sign with a new team after clearing waivers this week. Of course, he wants to be on a playoff team. And guess who the 2 teams that most of the pundits are saying he's probably going to go to?
Chiefs?
No, not the Chiefs. Ravens. And Vikings.
He'll be a backup or a 3rd stringer. I mean,
they said Ravens and Vikings.
He's not going to walk into a starting role.
I heard the Titans.
No. Titans. Interesting. That's possible. Yo, pick 'em. We are tied 41-41 going into this Monday night game, and we all have the same picks. In the room, myself and Learn led with 9. King Scott had 8, and Rafe had 8.
Yeah.
And Riz is the dunce of the week so far at 7. We'll see what happens after these tiebreaker numbers.
I'll be getting shot for sure, but I don't care if we win. If we win,
pop.
If we win as a team, those shots will be. Still painful, but a little sweeter.
You'll feel better.
A little sweeter.
That's great, though.
How many are there?
We're going to win this
3.
week. We're going to win this week again. I'm doing this.
All right, and the end.
I'm Moon, and that's just sports because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
Thank you. That is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Today's podcast is titled
Ovaries and Undaries.
That's right.
There it is. Look for that if you missed anything. All right, Moon, what else?
Let's see. I would say go check out the youtube.com/@MisfitMachine, the Misfit Machine YouTube, because we released a video last Friday. For Angels We Have Heard on High, we obviously did the Punk Rock Christmas EP. I would love the support if you could just give it a spin. It's only 11 minutes long, the whole EP on Spotify or Apple Music, wherever you get music. And, of course, Punk Rock Christmas tickets, December 7th, 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. shows, thepageant.com.
2 Saturdays.
Yeah,
2 Saturdays.
Grab some tickets and hand them over at Thanksgiving, an early Christmas present.
Yeah, great first concert for the kids.
For sure.
They want to go see something. Learn.
Yeah, support the Misfit Machine. Support my buddy Rafe with his special that's just coming out like as of right now.
It's out.
And then come see me December 2nd. That's a Monday. Get a ticket. Garden Glow, Missouri Botanical Garden. Would love to see you. Thanks.
All right, Rafe, give it to us.
Go right now, or at some point today. If you can't go right now, go to the Don't Tell Comedy YouTube. My mess special is 17 minutes and 17 seconds long. That's just a good movement. And just like watch it, like and subscribe, or honestly, just leave a comment on their thing. I don't care if you even subscribe. Just leave a comment, like the video. It helps me get it out, beat the algorithm, get it out to the masses. I'm really proud of it. Give me that Riz Show bump, baby.
Congratulations, Rafe.
Thanks, man.
Scott.
Congrats, Rafe. And also, come out this Wednesday. Join me. I mean, it's the biggest party night of the year. You should come party with me over at Pops for Pops Giving.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's their biggest tribute show, and doors open at 4:30. It's an all-night event, so come on out, hang out at Pops. And then Saturday,
The
come
East Side with King Scott. All
Yeah.
right.
The least likely candidate for this gig.
Again.
Whatever. I love it. I've got the DJ over there. I
think
love
it's
that.
awesome.
We're family. PopsRocks.com for all that. And then you come out Saturday, and it's an all-day affair almost, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. over at Ted's Motorcycle World for the Impact Life Blood Drive event.
You better slow down over there.
Why?
You're partying your ass off.
I am,
these
man. It's a
days.
This guy's burning the candle at both
I
ends.
know. You
Dude.
better take care of yourself.
And you better believe I'm donating some blood.
You are?
Lower that blood pressure. Yeah.
We leave you with a selection from our Team Riz Remember the Day, brought to you by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. New location, Hot Shots Lindbergh. HotShotsNet.com for all the info. From St. Louis, Josephine Davis is our Team Riz Remember the Day. Oh, don't forget, Face the Music today. You're listening for King Scott's pick, Metallica. This is not Metallica, but this is what Josephine wants to hear. And we will see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Monday. Bye.
Heck yeah, energy up.